IDC's biggest event ever. Up to 30% off or 36 months zero-interest financing. International Diamond Center. Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. See store for details.
Is your AC system failing to cool as efficiently as it should? Give Climate Design Home Services a call today, because now through the end of May, you could get a brand new super efficient Train HVAC system with a generous rebate of up to $2,600. Do not get caught in this Florida heat this summer. It could be even hotter than last year. Put your mind at ease. Call Climate Design at 527-540-0097 or go to climatedesign.com.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Here we go.
All systems go.
This is the true story about Mac. Check it.
Times are changing, more so each year. But the early morning storm pimp is here.
3, 2, 1. People are expecting quite a bit.
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
I can feel it down in my plums. They're getting a nice bluish hue. Getting ready to take them to the farmer's market.
Okay, baby, but don't hurt yourself with that big juicy hog of yours.
In hard times, or when a man has worked at a job 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, our computer took your place, daddy. That's hard time.
And those cars are going real fast and real laugh, son.
But he's gay. He's blind.
You ready?
Wait. So we're just going to wing it? There's a big difference between winging it and saying what happens. Now let's see what happens.
And now.
Right now.
Now, it's Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
And I be catching them northern black like on the 10-pound test. Smoke cess, never fast, take a guess. I be the early morning stone pimp. Straight limping, rules from drinking.
Guaranteed, and I bet it's not even close, sweatiest radio host in Tampa Bay today at this exact moment. Welcome to Senning Show. My name is John Senning. A special Monday gift for us. You know her, you love her. Normally on Fridays only. Danielle here as well.
Hello.
I don't know why I'm sweating the way that I am, but it's like
you walked away down the hallway, and I looked at Christine and I'm like, what has he been doing? Because he wasn't at the gym this morning.
Yeah, it's never a good sign when you leave a room and the people that just saw you talk about how sweaty you are.
Concerning.
Like that's never. I don't know what happened. It was. I went to the sauna this morning for a little bit.
It looks like you're still in it.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes, I mean, you know what that is. That's a thing, right? Sometimes your body just be sweating and you just can't.
I mean, I get disgusting at night, but
oh my God! Look at the Bone TV.
That's just your armpit. Look at your
should
back.
Should I do the full back display too?
If you're not in the room, do we call it the room? My God, John, it's like a Great Lake on your back. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Dude, what happened?
I didn't want to ask, you know?
I don't really know.
Here's how you know I am a nice person, people who think I'm always mean to John. I did not say anything to him when I noticed this large just body of sweat on his back.
I didn't even know. And you want to know what's messed up is I passed Mel Martin and Heather and Christina. So when they all saw, I even hugged Mel.
Oh no! Mel.
Much like when I left you and Christina, they probably all were like, "Damn, what's wrong with him? Is everything okay?
Is he sick? Like it looks like you just broke a fever."
I'm not sick. I'm not. I went to the sauna for a little bit, and then I came home. I got ready fairly quickly. We have this cat that is really wreaking chaos on our life.
Is this the one that showed up in your backyard?
Yeah. So the cat now lives to be in the house. Like the cat's goal
in your house?
Yeah, the cat's goal in life is to be in the house. So I've mentioned this to you before, we have an open house and that a lot of the sliders are always open. Well, that is not the case right now because the cat it wants to be in. And we have these little holes on the side of the lanai that are technically like drains, I think. So the cat comes in there, and then it's just, how can I get inside and get back to the bedroom as quick as possible? So I was wrangling the cat, and then somewhere in all of that, I guess I got sweaty.
Do you know, so one thing that St. Pete Sam taught me, because when we moved to our house, we had like a barn cat. And I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, I've always wanted to have a barn cat.
I feel like it's not going to be good.
I don't want a cat in my house. I don't like cats, but one outside would be fine. And so I was going to feed it, and she said, do not. She said, because if you take care of that cat, it tells all its friends.
Well, that's not happening. That's not happening. Well, this cat, I will say just right off the get, this cat is like our cat. There's no way around it. This cat is spending 90% of its time at the house. We are feeding the cat twice a day. It just started. So we have like these big cushy lounge chairs out in the lanai. So like 2 nights ago, it started sleeping in the lounge chair.
Oh my gosh.
Every night. Like this cat is and we've even welcomed it in the into the house before. Like the house, like the cat will come up, but just it's a tricky situation right now. Is all there is to it. I am John Senning. She is Danielle. Find a way to interact with the program. 800-771-1025. You can also get up in the vroom room. Go to 1025 The Bone on YouTube. Thank you very much to Drew Garabo, who, man, I have to say, the man just has radio running through his blood in a different type of way, because 7 hours of radio seems like just a mountain that I don't know that I can climb, and he does it on a moment's notice and doesn't even think twice. So thank you, Drew. Thank you, Danielle, for sitting in with him as well. And I was just telling Danielle, I'll just be completely honest with you. Like when you go through tough things in life, in normal jobs, I think you can just go into your hole and pretend like everything's fine or pretend like everything's not fine. And maybe people ask, maybe they won't. This line of work, a little bit different in that, we share a lot and we put it all out there. And I'd love to come in here today and just pretend like nothing's going on and everything is just fine. But I've made the decision to be open and honest up until this point. So I will tell you this. I'll lead with what is good news. And that is, and a lot of people in the chat asking, and I've been totally blown away by the amount of people reaching out to me and saying the sweetest things ever. Brody, at this exact moment, still walking the earth. He is with us, and just the last few days have been absolutely insane. The Cliff Notes version is Friday was to be the day. We had it scheduled for the vet to come to our house and for us to say goodbye to Brody. Well, on Wednesday night, I think that was Wednesday was the last time I was here. Wednesday night, the vet came over. We started some Chinese herb. Shout out to the Chinese, great people. There's this herb for anybody who's got a sick dog or cat with cancer. It's called Yunian Bao. And we started that, which there are people who swear by it, that it saved their animal's life, especially when they were fighting cancer. And an IV of a new antibiotic. So Wednesday comes, Thursday, bad day. We're prepared. My mom came out on Thursday. We're just kind of hunkering down and getting ready to ultimately say goodbye on Friday. And then Friday morning, what do you know? This guy pops up out of bed like, he's old, and I'm not going to tell you that he's like a puppy running around, but he's eating, he's going to the bathroom, he's chasing squirrels in the backyard, he's trying to attack the cat, just totally kind of bounced back from where he was the 2 days before. Probably a temporary Band-Aid of sorts, but we're enjoying the day today, and that's all we really have. I think in a weird way, you've been through stuff just like this, Danielle, where you like mourn, you grieve, you go through, your body goes through that emotional feeling in response as if you lost somebody or something, and when it doesn't happen, it just becomes more of kind of a mind F than anything, and that's pretty much where we're living at this exact moment.
It is definitely a roller coaster, and it happened with us last year with our dog Izzy, and I told John, but so we thought we were losing our dog on our first, like our baby. She was 15 at the time, and we took the boys out of school. We did like paw print crafts. I was like dosing myself on Tylenol as if it was a medication I needed.
I like how, by the way, you say dosing yourself on Tylenol.
Meaning
like that
like-
does anything to you.
Well,
what is Tylenol
what
doing?
I mean is like my headache because I was crying so much.
Okay,
I just had a
okay.
headache.
I thought you were just trying to like just feel numb completely.
No.
I'm like, I don't know. You need something a little stronger.
No, I just had a headache from crying so much. And we did we took the day, brought the grandparents over to stay with the boys while we went to the vet. And we got to the vet and they're just asking us all these questions. And Derek and I look at each other and we're like, is this not happening today? And it didn't. And at first, I was really upset with myself for taking the boys out of school and assuming that was happening that day. But I really do think that on the other side of it, it gave our whole family, myself and Derek included, and definitely our kids, just an understanding, like a different perspective on time, like a different appreciation. It is a roller coaster. Like it's, you go through it like it's the first time every time, and it's exhausting and it sucks.
Yeah, and it's so crazy, and people will probably point out how privileged I am when I say this. I have my parents. I sadly lost all of my grandparents, but obviously they were older, and I think this will be, I said this to Danielle yesterday, I think this will be the toughest thing we've ever been through.
Yes.
Like, and I know that there are the people that get it or don't get it, and that's fine. But for us, 15 years of caring for somebody and something that you love so much, it's tough. It's tough when that day comes. But that day, I do not believe is today. My FOMO levels were fairly high watching the fun that was being had on the cruise. I have to say thank you to everybody pretty much who's on that cruise that reached out to me at some point during the cruise just to check in or to say hi. And Diz, I believe, will be back tomorrow. I think Dizzy did not get arrested. He no serious trouble. So from that perspective,
I was snooping for tea with Corey Cardinal because I did see Corey today. He came and picked up his meal at the gym. Yeah, like I have to assume he was fresh off the boat because he looked absolutely exhausted and tan.
He looked like he was going hard. I mean, in the videos I saw, he looked like he was feeling good.
I think he went pretty hard, but I asked him if there was anything crazy, and he said no. He did tell me. I won't tell you.
Yeah, I know that there was and I know they did the podcast. The big thing, it sounds like at one of the stops, somebody puked in the pool.
Yes, that's what I heard about.
Yeah, I don't think it was somebody with us, though, was it?
I heard he was with Diz.
Oh.
I heard he was with Diz. I don't know.
Oh, was it his cousin?
I don't know. Somebody yacked in the pool.
Oh, geez, yeah.
That's
so
disgusting.
I'm sure we'll be getting all of the down low as time moves on. I will say this, and I just want to get it out of the way quickly. And just to tie a bow on that conversation, kind of, we've got like 3 vets now. We have a vet that comes to the house. We have the vet here at Partridge, and then we have like a holistic vet that's done some stuff. And I don't ever want to feel like we're pushing it too far. And Friday morning, I sent the video to all of the vets, and I said, "Here's the deal." I said, "Today was to be the day." I'm like, "We're ready to go," and they pretty much all say the same thing. If he goes for a walk, if he's eating his food and he can go to the bathroom and he still looks like he has that glimmer in his eye, then don't overthink it too much. And that's kind of where we are at this point. So through all of that, and I like this because I feel like I'm in a position where I'm a little protected from your wrath.
You are.
But I've been eating my emotions a little bit.
Okay.
When I say a little bit, I say a lot.
Okay.
Like bad.
Right.
Like really bad.
Like what?
And I gotta like in my head, and it's so weird because I feel like we're like in this in between time where it's not like, all right, back to life, because the day's coming sooner than later. But that being said, I can't just go into a hole and it really started. I was trying to think of a hole. It's not good. Like it's as bad as
you
can
are
be.
very protected, by the way. I told our manager, Courtney, who always goes through it. I told her not to text you last week.
Oh,
I said, do not text.
She
John.
did. She did. It was nice though. It was like a nice. It was a nice thing.
Well, she texted you before that, and once you had reached out to, I said, we're not going to text John.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And if you only knew that it was way worse than that. So Thursday, my mom came out. Rough night. Not trying to, either way. Pizza and Philly cheesesteaks. And fries.
And what?
Yeah, there was a shout out to the Violet Stone, because I also felt like at some point, like it was like going through this tough time, like do all of the things that you haven't been doing for the last, however many months of the year that you've been being good. So Violet Stone, Philly cheesesteak, pizza, Krabby fries on Thursday night.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this adding up? Oh yeah. So then Friday, I really this is just passion here. I'd really been wanting to try that hot Italian sub. Are you putting in calories over there?
I'm just writing notes.
That hot Italian sub from Jersey Mike's had really been, and my algorithm got me because TikTok kept telling me it was going to go away. It said, "Oh, the hot Italian is going away." So I did have it was a giant. It was a giant. It was a giant.
I mean, you can order different sizes, right?
Yeah, but I did eat like most of it in one sitting, and then I had like a little slice left. I had a little slice left later in the afternoon.
Okay.
So then I don't want to miss anything. I actually, can we fast forward?
Okay.
So Thursday, my mom gets into town. Danielle was kind of finishing up stuff at work, and my mom got into town at like 11. And I said, she pulled up into the house, and I said, "Are you hungry?" She said, "I am hungry, actually." I said, "Let's go get McDonald's." So on Thursday,
John.
this is bad.
Wait.
I'm telling you, it's not good.
Or after the pizza?
No, this is before.
Cheesesteak.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So for lunch that day on Thursday, I had this is bad. This is really bad. I mean, there's no way to cut it. This is like falling off the rails would not even really qualify what's happened here. So Thursday, quarter pounder, fry. We did split a 6-piece nugget, and then my mom, it was her idea. There was a chocolate shake involved that we were dipping our fries into as well.
Ooh. Yeah. And
then the pizza and the cheesesteak and the fries and the Krabby sauce. Yeah. Yep.
Fries. And then the hot sub is.
And
on
then the hot
Friday.
sub was Friday.
Writing this down.
Yeah, and then Friday. Oh man, Friday night. It could be worse, but it also wasn't good. It was it was a lot of sushi, like a lot of sushi. Like
when you say like a lot, do you mean like you went to Umami and did the all you?
No,
can eat?
we have a little ritual where we'll go up and we'll have a couple or a beverage at the Flamingo, and then we pick it up from Hooks next door. So Hooks. So I would say, there was like 6 rolls. I mean, it was a bunch. There was 3 of us, but I also did gorge myself and ate sushi until I was ready to vomit.
Okay. Saturday.
Yes.
Is Friday over though?
Wait, is Friday over? No, Friday's not over, and it does take a bit of a turn for the worse there. Friday, because it was getting a little bit late, and I got a hankering for something sweet. So
you drove to the nearest fair and found a funnel cake.
we didn't drive. There's like so many bad things that happen here. I then Ubered small batch ice cream to the house.
What flavor?
This is real, by the way. As I'm saying it out loud, it sounds like something that is made up.
Side note: I don't Uber very often. I don't Uber food or anything like that.
Ice cream doesn't seem like a good idea.
I was curious because we went to Strachan's. Have you ever been there? There's a couple locations.
Drew swears by it. I've heard people talk about it.
It is so good. And the guy, it's like a family-owned
This is the new one in Pinellas. There's a newer one in Pinellas Park, right?
I don't know how new they are, but the guy who works there, the owner, like part of the family, he's like the nicest human being.
But wait, he's like a Strachan?
I believe they're straight. I believe they're all Strachans.
Oh, is that? I didn't know like if this was a big thing where like the guy working there would have the last name Strachan.
I don't know. I'll ask him next time I go. But I saw on the sign that they had I saw somebody come in and pick up a DoorDash, and I wondered. I looked up and saw the price of like their banana split or something, like $10. So then I was like, I wonder what would happen if I were to how much am I paying if I DoorDash this? What am I paying for this convenience? So while sitting in the restaurant, went onto DoorDash and ordered it. It cost $17. The $9.99 sub or Sunday cost $17.
Wait, okay, so it only went up $7.
Only that's almost double.
No, I'm just saying. Well, I thought you were going to say it was a $17 delivery fee.
No, it's $17 for a banana covered in some ice cream.
Honestly, I can't tell you. I don't know the number, but yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, I hate it.
What flavor did you? They have some good flavors.
At Small Batch, they really do. But we went fairly normal. We did Oreo, and then we did which is my favorite is the Grandma's banana pudding ice cream. So we did Oreo and banana pudding, and then we also got a brownie.
Okay.
So and then the 3 of us kind of split that. So we made like little sundaes with a little bit of brownie, a little bit of Oreo, a little bit of oh man, this is getting worse and worse.
Gummy worms?
Gummy worms? No gummy worms. I had some gummies scattered in throughout there, but I don't know the calorie count on that. And then Saturday, Oh man, God. This is do they make like addicts do this? Like go back and talk about all the bad things they do? Because somehow talking about it, it's worse. I knew it would be funny for me to tell you, but now that I'm saying it, like this is ungodly.
I will tell you the best I have ever felt and looked in my life was when I paid a lot of money to actually through Elevate do a nutrition program where you had to tell people what you ate, and you don't want to tell people. Like you don't want to tell me this.
Yeah, I don't. Well, it's also getting worse as I'm going on. So Saturday morning, I'm gonna start speeding it up a little bit just to make it better. Saturday morning, we went to breakfast after my mom had left, and I had this, man, shout out to Spring Garden on 62nd, my favorite breakfast
That place
spot.
is awesome.
Dude, they're so good. The Greek skillet. So I had the Greek skillet, which is like potatoes topped with feta and tomatoes and spinach and eggs and cheese, all the good stuff. Had that, and then we did also split an order of French toast.
Okay.
And I will say through all of this, and this is my least proud of all, I've been drinking soda, back on soda.
Like
the last couple
diet
days.
soda or
No,
regular?
No. So I probably had like 3 Pepsis with breakfast.
With just that one meal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm writing it down.
Oh, God, this is getting worse. And then I think it kind of mellows out a little bit, to be completely honest with you.
What does that mean for you?
Well, I will tell you, at some point, I think we went to the store after breakfast, and the bad thing I did then was I got like a half gallon of chocolate milk, and I drank it that day.
That happens in my house too.
Yeah.
Derek drinks.
Dude, chocolate milk. We don't talk about chocolate milk enough in this society. Just that new, you ever see that? It's like the bougie. What the hell is it called? Like the flavor is midnight chocolate, but there's it's like a bougie chocolate milk.
I do not know anything about bougie chocolate milk.
Yeah.
Do they sell it at Aldi?
Probably not. And then Saturday I cooked Saturday night, so I made ribs, and then I didn't really want to do sides, so it does get bad again here in a second. I went through the drive-through at KFC, and I got some mashed potatoes and gravy and some coleslaw.
John.
Yeah.
It
really is worse when you say it out loud.
It's honestly worse because you could have just called me and I would have made you some mashed potatoes and gravy.
Yeah, and by the way, to everybody saying that no wonder you're sweating, it is becoming abundantly clear here now why I would be sweating this way.
Is it because you have to tell me or because of the food that you've eaten?
I don't know. Probably a little bit. Probably a little bit of both. So then Sunday morning, wake up, McDonald's for breakfast. McDonald's for breakfast. I had a sausage McMuffin, and then with a hash brown and another Coke, and then Promised Land chocolate milk. Shout out to Joey Donuts X. That's the brand. Promised Land chocolate milk. So good. Midnight chocolate. So then the McDonald's breakfast yesterday, pancakes on the side.
Of course.
I don't know if you're doing a calorie counter over there.
No, I'm just writing it in my notes app, and I'm running out of space.
Yeah,
so.
and then I think things kind of mellowed out. I did a nice salmon cream cheese appetizer on the smoker. I mean, not like low calorie by any means, but at this point.
Like you made it?
Yeah. Well, it was smoked salmon that I got from Wild Fork, and then we take cream cheese, and you like score it and season it, and then you put it on the smoker, so it becomes like this delicious soft cheese.
That sounds good.
It's very good. So we had that sometime around lunchtime as we were watching the NASCAR race.
Would you dip in the salmon cream cheese? Because you didn't just eat it out of the container.
Thank you for asking. They're actually probably healthy crackers. They were like Crunchmaster or something. They're like whole grain. But I had to go to the store Sunday morning to get those crackers, and while I was there, I also bought a bag of chips, all dressed Lay's. Ate that whole bag.
All dressed. What?
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. Diz has been talking about them. I guess it's a Canadian delicacy, but it's like all the flavors. So it's like sour cream and onion, barbecue, salt and vinegar. It's like all of the flavors all in one. Very fun.
God.
And then last night was a lovely evening. Danielle made shrimp and grits for dinner.
That sounds good.
Yeah. And then, okay, fast forward a little bit. When I went to the store and I got the chips and I got all that stuff, I also did get another pint of ice cream, and I also got another thing of chocolate milk.
Okay.
And I also got, I've been wanting to try them, the Reese's peanut butter cups with the Oreos in there.
How's that for you?
Gee, dude, this is horrific, dude. Wow.
This is a 4-day period. I have
Thursday,
4 days.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You know, when we're hurting, people cope in different ways, and clearly eating is one that I like to use.
I'm here to support you.
So what is it? Is it just the list, or is there a calorie count, or?
I do not have I couldn't.
Right.
My phone would malfunction.
Well, since you put all
Let's
the
recap.
since
so
you
I'll
put
be
all
like
the time,
I'll be like the fast food person. Like if John was
if I
ordering
just
his
made the
weekends.
order, yeah, that's fun.
All right, so let me see if I got this right. I got a quarter pounder and fries for breakfast, and a 6-piece nugget, a chocolate shake, a pizza, cheesesteak, and fries on Thursday. Friday, we have a hot Italian sub from Jersey Mike's, sushi until you felt like you were going to throw up, small batch Oreo and banana pudding, and a brownie on the side. Saturday, we're going to have a Greek skillet, side of French toast that we split, 3 Pepsis with that breakfast, a half a gallon of chocolate milk, ribs, mashed potatoes and gravy, and coleslaw, the latter 2 from KFC. And then on Sunday, we're going to round it out at McDonald's again with a sausage McMuffin and a Coke with pancakes, salmon cream cheese, and healthy crackers, all dressed Lay's potato chips, pint of ice cream, more chocolate milk, Reese's Oreo snacks, and shrimp and grits.
Damn.
By the way, Drew texted me and said he taught me something. Straw hands is how they say it.
Straw
I've
hands.
been saying straight chins because there's a CH in that
Straw
bitch.
hands. Maybe he just learned that because I feel like I've been hearing him say straighchins forever.
It's STRACHANS.
Oh, God, the phone lines are completely full. What the hell?
I think it's a support group for
Oh,
you.
I don't know. Now I'm curious. Senning Show, you're on the air.
Hey, John, can I chat with you for 1 second?
Yeah, lay it on me, big boy.
I feel myself in you a little bit. I'm older than you now, but between 35 and 45, I had a great time. I love going to bars, drinking beer, eating pizza. All that stuff that you're doing is fun. But now I'm 63. I have type 2 diabetes.
Oh, no.
I have a stent in one of my coronary arteries. My Johnson doesn't work anymore.
Oh, no. Should have led with that.
I've had 4 of my 10 toes amputated.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So listen to me and just pay attention to what I'm saying. Get a grip on this, man. You don't want the years to slip away from you. And next thing you know, you are not in a good situation.
I appreciate it, man. I had been in a great place essentially since the beginning of the year. And then all of that good that I've done may have been wiped out in the span of 4 days. But I'm sorry that you went through that, my man. And I do appreciate you calling and sharing that. And I hope I hope everything is better.
And thank you for doing that because I am putting myself in a place where I will not today.
That's fine, but I mean, I knew it was bad. Saying it all to you here made it seem a lot worse. And again, my plan is I'm going by the gym when I leave here. I got some rebuilt for the week. I'm back on it. I'll be back at the gym tomorrow. I got to get my life back in order. It just had a little bit of bump in the road.
Yep, a bump.
Yeah. Senning Show, you're live on the air.
Hey, John, what's up? It's Bobby.
Bobby, what up, dude?
What's up? Just getting back from the cruise. I'm thinking it'll make you feel better. If you were on the cruise, how bad would you have eaten on the cruise?
That's true.
I don't know. I'm sure it would have been more booze than food, but yeah, I would have also done damage to my body. And that was the thing too, is that like subconsciously, obviously, I was just bummed out. And it's a tough time for us right now, but I think there was this also. Not that it's like the end of the road in my life because I'm enjoying being more physically fit, but it was like get through the Pat thing, and then your next goal is the cruise. So once it became clear to me that I wasn't going to make it on the cruise, I think there was a little bit of like, okay, you can let off the gas a little, and I probably went a little overboard on that. But thank you for making me feel mildly better.
And glad to hear about your dog, man.
Thank you. Hey, who was it that puked in the pool?
What's that?
Who puked in the pool?
Oh my God, I can't remember.
Was it Dizzy's cousin?
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I think so. I'm not gonna say I'm not 100% sure, but I'm not gonna say for sure what happened.
All right. Thank you. We've learned a lot here today,
and we've only just begun.
We really have. Don't go anywhere. We come back. It's that thing. I do have I have something for that thing that pertains to one of the most insane, crazy X stories you're ever going to hear. Dude, in the year 2026, I feel like I'm going to get back at somebody who hurt me. It's so maniacal and diabolical that people just use their brains in different ways than ever before. And in addition to that, I don't fully know the details. All I know is that one of us in this room had a date night couples massage scheduled, and essentially all hell broke loose. And that's all I know. We'll do all that and a bunch more. Coming up next with more Senning Show. Thank you to everybody. I appreciate you for having me in your thoughts and prayers and brighter days ahead, hopefully.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone. It's talk radio where we say what we want all day long. You know that crazy you think about all day, every day? Well, you may think it, but we say it. That is 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio.
Accidents don't just happen between the hours of 9 to 5. That's why we make ourselves available to talk with you 24/7. For a Farah fight, day or night, you know who to call. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Just when you thought the savings had ended, Crown Kia is just getting started. That's right. Right now at Crown Kia, the deals are stronger than ever. We have new Sportage and Sorrentos with 0% APR. Plus 0 payments for 90 days. Or a new Telluride. Just $449 per month. Don't wait. These offers won't last forever. We don't want to see you in another dealer's Kia. Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 800-371-0942 for complete details.
Hey, it's JP. Look, I don't need to be an attorney to tell you distracted driving is bad. Tampa attorney Mo DeWitt sees the aftermath every day. It's awful. Do me a favor. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and keep it right here on the bone. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Just call Mo.com.
At CertaPro Painters, we know that a happy place comes in many colors, like ones that inspire a sense of wonder, or a new flavor that makes life just a little bit sweeter, or one to celebrate those moments that lift you to new heights. We can reawaken any space to make your happy place your home. CertaPro Painters. That's painting happy. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Contractor license and registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
Gas prices are up, so saving money where you can matters. That's where Ken Ganley Kia Newport Richey comes in. With more inventory than any Kia dealer in Tampa, we buy more so you save more. Lease a new 2026 Kia K5 GT line for just $125 a month. Shop over 850 vehicles today at KenGanleyKiaNewportRichey.com. Gas prices are high. Your car payment doesn't have to be at Ken Ganley Kia.
For offer details, call 727-853-1393.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Eligibility and results may vary. A beautiful, confident smile can change everything. It changes how people see you and how you see yourself. When you're proud of your smile, confidence comes naturally. At Sage Dental, we make that confidence possible. Using the latest technology, our caring team of dentists, orthodontists, and oral surgeons use minimally invasive techniques for the smile you've always wanted. Whether it's braces, clear aligners, implants, partial or full restorations, all of Sage Dental's personalized treatments are conveniently done right there in the office. With same-day and next-day appointments, call Sage now and visit our newest location in St. Petersburg. We work with most insurance plans. No insurance? No problem. Our Sage Care Plus plan can save you up to 65% on general or specialty dental care. Sage Dental, leading with innovation centered on care. Call 800-299-1100. 800-299-1100. That's 800-299-1100.
If you owe back taxes, listen carefully to rule number 1. Never go up against the IRS alone. They're cracking down, freezing bank accounts, garnishing paychecks, canceling passports. Even your home or business could be at risk. But here's what they don't tell you. The IRS has powerful tax relief programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. That's why smart people call Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax resolution firm. Nobody knows these programs like the experts at Optima. Their team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $2 billion in tax debt for people just like you. The IRS is not stopping, so don't wait and don't take them on alone. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
New Metal is back. Elysian Space Dust IPA presents New Metal Mayhem. Friday, April 24th at Janice Live. Throw it back to the loudest, angriest era featuring Crawling, Got the Life, and Nookie Tributes. $10.25 tickets on sale now at JaniceLive.com or win them from theboneonline.com. New Metal Mayhem. You'll scream every word.
Being in a crash, don't let the system scare you. We make it simple. Farah and Farah.
Tampa. Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You might know nothing, but at least you'll know that thing. Brought to you by Just Call Mo, Tampa's injury attorney. That thing. It's time for That Thing, right now on Senning Show.
1, 2, you know what to do.
Well, I got my first truck when I was 3. Drove 100,000 miles on my knees. Hauled marbles and rocks. And
welcome back to Senning Show. I am indeed John Senning. Danielle is with me today. Make sure you follow her on social media. Blooming influencer at Radio Danielle. Also an entrepreneur. The gym that really helped me change my life, believe it or not, based on my eating habits. Elevate St. Pete.fit. And you can find me at the John Senning.
Have you been watching the influencing videos?
Yes.
The last one I posted, unhinged.
I think they're getting better and better. I think you're getting more and more Danielle.
It is a lot.
Yeah, I think that you're getting more comfortable and you're realizing that people like your potential weirdness at times. So
well,
I'm here for it. Don't forget the little people when you become a big-time influencer.
I'll never forget you, John.
Thank you. That's all I can ask for. Also, don't forget to pop in a Tiza. Tiza Energy. It is the pouch you dip between your cheek and your gum. I swear by this product. I've got a bangin' black cherry in the upper deck, as I do every single day. They are filled with vitamins, minerals, tea-cut herbs, and caffeine. For me, it just gives me that boost. Doing this job, I want to be energized. I want to feel like I'm on my toes and sharp, and it helps with that. They've got tons of different flavors, minty, spicy, fruity, something for everybody. You can stock up at TZEnergy.com. Use the code BONE20 for 20% off everything in the online store. And check out the store locator because Tiza has blown up. Walmarts, Walgreens, 7-Elevens, and different spots all across the country. You can even get on Amazon, subscribe, and save. We love you, Tiza. Why spit when you can swallow? So I'm trying to work through it. We have In the Mix on Friday, and nothing will be as music heavy as In the Mix. But I've been thinking about a honky tonk Tuesday or one day of the week that would be old kind of 90s country themed. Obviously today's Monday. I couldn't come up with the words that work to make it work on a Monday. You got anything?
No. Give me a second though. Let me think.
Monday, Moonlit Monday. Moonlit Monday.
Yeah, but that sounds sleepy.
Yeah, it's not enough. It's a
Honky Tonk Tuesday.
Honky Tonk Tuesday is probably where we're headed. This is a little sneak peek of that today.
I got an 8-foot bed that never has to be.
All right, let me throw this story at you, and then I want to hear what happened to your date night gone awry. Man, when somebody is brokenhearted or they feel like they've been done wrong, especially nowadays, I think there are no boundaries. Like you're almost dodged a bullet if you don't end up with your home vandalized or like your body hurt or something absolutely insane. But this is almost about as crazy as it gets. A jilted woman has been arrested after she created a lie and said that her ex-boyfriend was taking a bomb on a plane in New Mexico, trying to get him in trouble just hours after they broke up. Brooke Ayers, she's 47, can be seen grinning in her mugshot after she allegedly dug her nails into the arresting officer while also threatening to stab him in the neck. She had allegedly called American Airlines last Wednesday to claim she learned her ex would be taking explosives onto his flight out of Roswell Air Center Airport later that day. The oblivious 34-year-old boyfriend who had been visiting Ayers from Indiana ended up being intercepted as law enforcement frantically diverted traffic away from the airport over the fake bomb plot. He was immediately detained and his rental car was cordoned off with a bomb squad, scoured it for traces of explosives. Eventually, police determined the boyfriend didn't have anything to do with a bomb or any form of a bomb on him. He was released. The investigation found Ayers made the false claim following an argument she had with the 34-year-old man the previous night, resulting in the end of their relationship. Police, meanwhile, responded to Ayers' home, but she allegedly became aggressive when officers tried to question her. She threatened to get a knife and use it against an officer, so she was placed in handcuffs where they transported her for questioning. While being handcuffed, she lost her mind and dug her nails into one of the arresting officers. She was arrested, charged with making a bomb scare, aggravated assault on a peace officer, battery upon a peace officer, resisting, evading, and obstructing with an officer.
A peace officer or police?
It says peace officer.
Huh.
I don't know if maybe that's a different charge in New Mexico, but man, that's not thinking clearly, I would say.
That is a knee-jerk reaction, girlfriend. That's not good.
You have been with the same man for forever, pretty much. A lot like I don't have a bunch of stories of jilted ex-lovers or exes that were ever mad, but I think if things hit the fan, I think you're capable of calling the airline and telling them Derek has a bomb.
I'll tell you something. It's not a side of the railroad tracks that anybody wants to be on. Derek would never.
No.
Because, at the gym, right? Like, we talk about our lives. Everybody talks about. So if someone comes in and they got a problem, I have your solution. And it is.
Oh, like you're ready to go.
Nasty.
Is it are some of your solutions in the category of calling the airlines and telling them that somebody has a bomb on them?
The worst. It's worse. Everything I do is very legal. Everything I think up is extremely legal. But it just make people
I don't want to put you on the spot, but like, what do you have for your best legal revenge tactic?
I don't know. I'd have to understand the circumstances. Everything's pretty legal. I mean, maybe not. No, now that I think about that, it's not.
Did you, I kind of forgot about this. I don't think there's a reason not to talk about it. Saturday night, Friday night, some night this past weekend.
When you were down in a cheesesteak?
I was down in a cheesesteak hole. I was in the backyard late at night, and all of a sudden I just hear like just smashing, glass breaking, just insanity. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I pop my head over the front fence. In the house down from us, there is a woman smashing all of the windows out of a vehicle and just yelling, "You effing cheated on me, you son of a bitch." Just
When you heard, okay, hold on. When you heard her say that, what'd you do? You just went back inside?
Are you asking me if I called the cops? Is that what you're getting at?
I think you have it in you to do it.
Oh, I wanted to so deeply.
Even after she said cheating. Like, if she said cheating, I go, how'd it come into him? And then I just go inside and I pop my popcorn.
The problem is that these folks, call me a pussy if you will, I just wasn't willing to risk them showing up and then being like, hey, that guy over there called the cops. And now I have these garbage people, for lack of a better term, who have me in their sights because I called the cops on them. So, dude, I know that like an hour later they were out there cleaning up the road, like getting the glass out of the road, and still to this day there's glass all over the street and like broken pieces of the car.
When you say they were cleaning, it was
the guy.
It was mostly and the new lady.
I don't know. I didn't see a lady after that. I heard this lady screaming, "He effing cheated on me! He effing cheated on me!" And then when I looked later, it was really just the guy and like some other guys standing around.
There's several people in your neighborhood that have that on their Ring camera. And that's the unfortunate part.
I can't believe somebody did not call the cops.
You can't just go unhinged now and have your moment without someone having it in their memories forever. We
had, I don't know if you were here when we talked about it or if you saw it online, but off 60 Seconds, right on 60 Second, and it made like some local publications and kind of went viral. this nice little red sports car. Somebody obviously cheated on somebody, and they went with white paint and just cheater, whore, lover, F you, like just covered this car with paint. So
yeah, I love that. I love that.
Yeah, I
support that.
I don't really have many problems. Like I don't like the bomb threat stuff, and I don't know that busting out the windows is the right move. But if you're in a serious committed relationship and you just cheat, like I really don't have too many problems with negative things coming back to you.
Here's the thing: the windows, the guy could. Here you'll get a little sneak peek into my brain.
Oh, okay.
With the windows, he just takes and he's like, I got in a car accident, whatever. Like he just gets his windows replaced, insurance covers it, whatever. But you're also putting glass in the street that could harm another animal or a child or person in the neighborhood. The paint on the car is excellent because the paint on the car tells you exactly what you did. Go ahead, take your car to get painted, explain this away, you piece of crap, and then your insurance isn't going to cover it. It's so fun. That is
just you talking about it is scaring me.
I
like
love
just
it.
you thinking about you being in a headspace like that is
people
scares
think
me.
I got such a fluffy headspace. You don't know.
I know there's a dark passenger or something
it's
there.
dark.
It caught a bit of attention. That Pinellas podcast dude that I like, who gets thousands and hundreds of thousands of stuff, he shared it, and a lot of people. And the thing was, it sat there painted like that for probably a week and a half.
Yeah, because he's not going to come get it. He's scared.
Yeah, they're probably not going to come get it.
He's
or
gonna
like
have
you
to drive
said,
home in the whore car. That is why it's so great. There's no way that he doesn't have to explain it to somebody.
But you could hypothetically, just like that person, and it depends on if you've made that decision in your head to get in trouble legally. Like that lady who busted out all the windows of the car probably is on a Ring doorbell camera, and if he really wanted to do something, they'd probably come arrest her. And same with painting the car. I bet that's some sort of vandalism.
You know what? Some minor charges might be worth it.
Yeah, and I think depending on who you are and what you do, I think catch a minor charge.
And I'm such a rule follower, by the way. This all exists in my brain. If it came time to do it, could I? Probably
I think you
not.
could. I think you could, under the right or wrong circumstances.
I mean, if I had to do it with my kids, you better watch yourself.
By the way,
watch out.
we talked about it. When you weren't here, and I don't know if word got back to you, but I'll say it again. Happy belated birthday!
Oh, thank you.
You just had a birthday.
I did.
Happy birthday! But can I say how old you are?
Yeah.
40. How did that number treat you? That I'm always like I don't feel anything regarding age. I don't even think about it, but I do wonder if when the day comes that I have the 40, if like that'll be the moment I go, okay, you're not a youngin' anymore.
The day after that birthday was the day I sat with Carolina 2 times, and I last night put a picture on my Instagram of all the pills that I'm now on. So in that way.
So it all kind of came down because we talked.
Did you see it? Did you see what I'm taking?
I did see it's a hefty.
And there's 2
dose.
things missing from that. There's 2 additional things that I'm waiting for in the mail.
Because we were poking fun / being real with you a few weeks ago about how you got your nose pierced, and we're saying like, was that the first sign of a midlife crisis? So now that 40 is officially here, are you feeling more at peace with it or less at peace?
I don't feel either way. I'm just like looking around. And I'm like, no, I'm not going down yet. Like, I'm still here.
Yeah,
we're going to drink water. We're going to stay hydrated. We're going to be strong. We're not going down.
Yeah. Okay. Those are interesting things to lean into. Oh, I'm young. I'm still good. Let me drink water.
What?
I'm not saying I'm the voice of reason here.
You're not.
I'm not saying we're young. We're living.
What do you
go have 3 Pepsis in a.
Well, how would you have changed that? What are you going to do?
I would have just tweaked it to say like getting out there, but you also have a family. You
getting
have
out there.
Well, I just mean like getting out and about, doing things, going places. I don't know.
I went places I had a date night on Saturday.
Yeah, and that's ultimately where we're being led to. So, was this a birthday date night or was this just a traditional date night?
It became a birthday date night because we didn't really do too much on my birthday. Like there was hockey practice, so we were there for a while. So we kind of made this, it was going to be a birthday date night.
Now, not to be too personal with you, but there's this thing that people say they call date night because things happen on date night. When you say date night, do you mean just a date night or do you mean like this was a romantic date night?
There was a romantic date night.
Huh?
It was a romantic date night.
Okay. I just wasn't sure because some people... Like, it bothers me, actually, but, like, my mom is somebody who would be like, oh, you guys want to have a date night? Or like, if she's going to babysit for my brother, she'd be like, oh, they're going to have a perfect example. She left on Saturday to go watch my nephews because my brother and his wife were going out to a concert. And she goes, oh, I was hoping to watch them at their house rather than bringing them to my house. So she goes, oh, but I know they like to have date night before they go out. Like date night is specifically.
Oh, no.
Okay.
But here's the thing. Drew used to always scare the crap out of me because when I met Drew, Xander was the age of probably like maybe a little younger than my youngest is now. And I remember him saying like specifically like he could never do this, he could never do that because like he didn't want to get caught. I am not having that problem. There's no like we don't have to have a date night.
Oh, you're saying didn't want to get caught by the kids.
Right. Like
Okay.
I remember it being so specific about it, about how difficult it was or how I don't know if it was happening or what, but I remember going, I have got to make it a point in my marriage to not have that be the case. So it's not like it's a date night. We've never had a date night that doesn't include that, but also that is not.
It doesn't need to be a special night.
Yeah, no.
It can be a Tuesday.
It can be a night.
A Wednesday morning or something. So Saturday, post-birthday date night, and the planned event is?
So we were going to go to Bascom's for dinner. I made a reservation there.
Did you go to Bascom's?
We did
Oh,
not.
that's dude, I got to make it back to Bascom's.
So we were going to go to Bascom's for dinner, but we also, Derek had mentioned like getting massages, and I was like, yes, he never mentions that. So I am on the phone. Friday, when we find out we're having a date night, I am on the phone calling every single massage place that I can find in like a 10-mile radius of where we're dropping our boys off at grandparents' house so we can get massages before dinner.
Oh, I was going to ask, is that a post-dinner activity? I'm not really sure. Okay, so pre-dinner massages.
I was trying to make it pre-dinner. So I get to the point where I find a place, but they can only do it at 5:30. So I was like, I'm not going to do it. And I was like, no, I really want to do it. We'll just cancel the dinner reservations and go somewhere else. So I canceled the Bascom's reservation. We are no longer going to Bascom's. We are getting massages.
Because the whole point of the night now is to get massages.
Massages. I'm so excited. I'm so pumped.
I'm surprised you don't have a massage like guy or girl. Like you just from the physical fitness element, I'm surprised that you don't have like a massage therapist.
I truly should. I should definitely be doing like sports massage or something. I'm not. So we're driving in the car and I'm telling Derek on the way there, like, I'm so excited. Like, this is going to be so great. I can't wait. We walk and
real quick, when you said you did your research, like what did you hear about this massage place? Like how great was it? Like
I was looking up reviews, I looked up the pictures, it looked really nice. Like everything was really good, really well put together.
And this is a couples massage? Is that going to be the plan?
Which it is worth mentioning that not every place has a couples massage. And you have to now have 2 massage therapists available. So it was very difficult to find this appointment. So
couples massage, by the way, something feels inherently horny about it, but there's nothing to it at all.
No.
Like it's not, I don't even know why it feels horny other than it's just.
You get undressed in the room.
Yeah, I
the
guess,
same
but it's like
time.
couples massage. Really, you're just laying down, getting massages in the same room. Not that I need to explain that to people, but in case you didn't know.
Correct. So we roll up to this place and it's so cute. We walk in and I'm like, oh, I go, oh my God, it's so nice in here. And so we go up
What a moment.
We go up to the front desk and I said, hi, we have appointments at 5:30. My name is Danielle. And the girl looks up and I see
This
her.
in St. Pete?
This is in Largo.
Okay.
I see her eyes glance to her computer and she looks back up and she said, what is your last name? And I go, oh no. I said, well, the lady didn't ask me, and I told her our last name.
The lady didn't ask you?
She didn't ask me.
That should have been a red flag right there. Who doesn't take a last name?
First and last name. She didn't ask me my last name. So she goes, oh.
Can I, I'm sorry, I have another question.
Yeah.
Was it at this point, based on the way this lady is acting and the way the lady acted on the phone, are you feeling like there was 2 different vibes?
I'm feeling scared.
Because you called the massage parlor, whatever you call it, and you talked to a human being.
Yes, and I'm feeling nervous.
Okay.
I'm feeling nervous at this point. So I said, well, she didn't ask me, but I said our last name, and I told her, and she goes, well, we don't have a reservation for you. And I go, oh, no. So I said, okay, well, at this point, we're 7 minutes before our reservation. So God knows where the place is I actually made reservations for. So I give her the phone number, and she looks up the phone number and gives me the name and the address. So I, in a hurry, I just call him like, hey, we went to the wrong place. I'm so sorry. I think it said we're 11 minutes away. So we're going to be about 5 or 6 minutes late. And she said, no rush, drive safe, whatever.
It sounded like you were thinking about doing an accent there.
She said, no rush, and I hung up the phone.
Okay.
So
of possibly of Asian heritage?
So I pick up my phone and I said, let's do a little bit of research now.
On the place that you booked, not knowing you booked.
Right. The same research that I did on a place I felt really good about. I looked it up. I found the first picture. It was in a strip center. It said massage in red letters on the sign. And I said, Derek, we cannot go here. I said, Derek, I will not go here. And then now I'm borderline in tears.
Is this in a similar area?
Yes. It was yep.
Oh,
it was about 9 minutes away. I am now almost in tears. I'm calling.
You look like you're about to be in tears right now. I'm sorry to make you rehash this.
I'm okay. We leave and we're driving towards the place, and Derek's like, well, let's just drive by and see. I'm going, Derek, I'm not going there. So now I'm like, oh my God, I just called a lady and I told her we're about to be there. So, but she doesn't know my last name because she never asked for that. So I go in my phone and I adjust the contact. It says massage, do not answer. And so I dodged their phone calls the entire week.
By the way, this is all that I knew. I got a text message from Danielle that was just a screenshot of 2 missed calls from massage, do not answer. What? Just out of curiosity, why not just tell them you're not coming?
No.
Just that whole.
She was going to try to persuade me. She was going to tell me there's nothing to be nervous. And nope.
What did you.
And it felt really bad because I am a rule follower. Not respecting someone's time.
Yeah. I mean,
and
now two massage therapists just sitting there in a room with no bodies to massage.
I thought about it. I really did, and I did not feel good about walking into or having any communication with that place afterwards. None.
Do you? I just have to ask the obvious question: are you like from the vibe alone? Were you just thinking not for us, or were you thinking it was a place where maybe they were doing a little tugging?
I was thinking I could have accidentally booked a
happy ending type place.
Mm-hmm.
So did you? You read some reviews?
I read reviews.
Like, was there any like ask for this, ask for the number 74 special or anything like that?
No, nothing like that. It didn't feel right. It did not feel
Those
good.
places are super. I don't know that for a fact this place was, but I know there's one. I won't mention it by name, but there's one almost walking distance from here. Same thing. Neon lights outside. They says massage therapy. They also say aromatherapy, I think, is another red flag for places that are doing something other than just massages. But
let me look this.
It could have been it could have been a real it could have been a real date night extravaganza.
Yeah, it wasn't, and I was okay with it.
You should bring up the reviews.
I have it right here.
It
has a 4.9.
Oh my God.
It has a
4.9. What else are you looking for?
With 500 reviews. I'm looking for.
Can you filter them to just give you the worst reviews?
Yeah, I'm looking for it not to look like this on the outside.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I'm looking for. When I saw this picture of the outside of the building, I said, Derek, I cannot.
It undeniably presents like a place that is horny.
I will not
is looking
go
for
there.
like it looks like something about it makes me think about like a 1990s porno mag. Like the font, the color, everything.
Lowest reviews. Here we go.
Okay.
Wasn't 1 star. Wasn't a fan. When I got there, I felt extremely rushed to get back there. I couldn't even fill the form out because she was pretty much doing it for me. No, let that person fill out their own forms. I didn't want a sports massage. You just put down sports massage. Anywho, then when I hardly had any time to undress before she comes in asking if I'm ready. Then during my massage, front desk lady comes in on it while I'm getting a massage, asking how I'm feeling.
Okay.
And that I should get a cupping. Like, who does that? Who comes in the
like
middle of a massage?
trying to upsell during the massage.
They also kept leaving the door open while I'm there. Pretty much no clothes on getting a massage, no privacy whatsoever. The bed made noises and kept squeaking during my massage.
This is mild.
Hold on, that's the first one.
This is mild.
I was attacked by one of the ladies that works there because I didn't tip more than 20%.
Physically?
Yeah. And then this is 3 months ago. And then this person said, hello, thank you for taking time to share your feedback. During your visit, you received a couples massage. Oh, it just went through. You expressed you were very satisfied with the entire massage and a $2 gratuity was left. Tipping is always voluntary. We never wish for anyone to feel pressure. So, hold on. Maybe there's more.
Attacked.
Oh, 3 years ago, 1 star. The massage itself was good. I enjoyed my masseuse in the process, minus the rubbing/massaging with the dry towel. Issues I have. 1, being extremely unorganized. 2, lying about pricing. 3, they have the person who's the least customer service oriented running the front desk. 4, there is a weird squeaking, bearing noise that's really quite loud. I could hear it over the music with the door closed.
Oh, is that the what the other person said? The squeaky.
They were talking about squeaks. Here's another one. 1 star. Don't go here. Worst massage I've ever had. Came in for deep tissue. Was set up in the bed. Told to wait 5 minutes. 5 minutes later, The woman came in and started rubbing me without introducing herself. She even took a phone call in the room.
These are very mild.
Well, I'm just telling
I mean,
you.
4.9 stars. Damn. So we got another massage booked or what?
No. I tried to go back to the first place. I called her. I said, you got separate rooms? Like, I'll do whatever.
Oh, and no go?
No go. I said, do you have anything? I'll take separate rooms at this point.
Dude, we got to get you. I bet you there's a nice masseuse out there who would love to welcome you into their
Couples
into
massage. We're looking for it. Let me know.
We actually have I have a place.
What do you?
If you know what I'm saying.
I don't know what you're saying, and I don't want to know.
I'll tell you about it. Do not go anywhere. We're going to do things a little different because we didn't do one for the ladies on Friday. We're going to get a double dose this week, hopefully, as long as we see you on Friday as well, and dig into some news and different things that are in maybe the lady realm. There are multiple things that I feel I need to touch on. First, I know you had some thoughts or something about Sydney Sweeney and the new season of Euphoria. And then secondly, Coachella. Sabrina Carpenter, I guess, did something that people are calling insensitive and racist on stage. And are you at all briefed on the Justin Bieber
I'm
set?
more briefed on that.
Okay,
I'm almost more briefed on that.
Okay, well, I don't want to know where you stand until we get back. We'll do all that and a bunch more. It's one for the ladies right here on Senning Show. Keep it locked to 102.5 The Bone. I mentioned I did that rack of ribs on Saturday night. It was from Wild Fork. I think their pork ribs are some of the best out there. And a little secret, they come with that membrane already taken off, so you don't have to mess with all of that. Also did the smoked salmon, which is one of my favorite appetizers, the pepper smoked salmon. And in the frozen section, they have so many different appetizers and stuff. We also, I think I left some stuff out actually on my food list now that I'm thinking about it. We did the Phillips mini crab cakes, which are delightful. If you know anything about Phillips, it's like the best crab meat in the world. We did some of those. They have everything you're looking for and much, much more. 450 options of protein with the sides, the seasonings, the desserts, and sauces to go right along with it. You can order online like I do, get it delivered right to your door. If you become a member, it'll waive your delivery fee. It's just $2 a month. Or you can just go shopping. West Chase, South Tampa, and St. Pete. Check them out online at wildforkfoods.com.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Just when you thought the savings had ended, Crown Kia is just getting started. That's right. Right now at Crown Kia, the deals are stronger than ever. We have new Sportage and Sorrentos with 0% APR. Plus, 0 payments for 90 days. Or a new Telluride. Just $449 per month. Don't wait. These offers won't last forever. We don't want to see you in another dealer's Kia. Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 800-371-0942 for complete details.
Oil isn't the only resource hit hard by global events. American farmers are sounding the alarm by fertilizer prices at planting season. Will this disrupt our food supply? Raising prices cause shortages? I'm not waiting to find out, and neither should you. Go to mypatriotsupply.com, get a 3-month emergency food supply. They'll include $200 worth of extra survival protein absolutely free. After serving more than 3 million American families since 2008, you can trust mypatriotsupply.com. Go to mypatriotsupply.com.
Thinking about starting weight loss treatment? GoodRx is here to help. We offer FDA-approved GLP-1 medications prescribed by licensed providers, including the Wegovy tablet, with straightforward pricing and pickup at your local pharmacy or delivery to your door. All from America's #1 prescription app. Go to GoodRx.com/weight loss to get started. GoodRx is not insurance. Cancel anytime. #1 prescription app ranked by a third-party study.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Over 35 years, I've seen it all. Car crashes, work injuries, defective products, medical mistakes, lives flipped upside down in an instant. But I've also seen something else, the power of fighting back, the power of winning. Over $30 billion recovered and counting. Size matters, reputation matters, results matter. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial pound law.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
Snapshot from Progressive wasn't created for just anybody. Oh no, we made it for you. Smooth accelerators. When that light turns green, you're off. Like a warm knife through firm butter. Going from 0 to the speed limit in an appropriate amount of time. Sure, your car has horsepower, but your horses prance around as silky smooth as your right foot. Fancy Prancerton. With Snapshot, safe drivers like you get personalized rates based on your driving habits. Sign up today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents.
Do you hear that? Asthma triggers are everywhere, from dust mites, pet dander, and pollen, to smog and smoke. An asthma attack can strike anywhere, anytime. Be prepared with quick-acting Primatene Mist. Clinically proven to open airways quickly. It's the #1 FDA-approved asthma inhaler available over the counter. Primatene Mist. Breathe easy again. Use as directed.
Sponsored by Armstrong Pharmaceuticals.
Is your financial advisor managing your risk or just a spreadsheet? Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. Many financial advisors rely on target date funds, which are one-size-fits-all portfolios that don't know your name, your family, or your goals. And that passive management can leave you dangerously exposed. At Trajan, we look at the whole picture, not just the stocks everyone else buys, but the private market opportunities most advisors ignore. And as fiduciaries, we build a strategy around you, coordinating your investments, tax strategy, and estate into one cohesive plan. Your financial life deserves more than just a generic portfolio. Real planning isn't a stack of statements. It's the confidence of knowing where your income will come from for the next 30 years. Good enough isn't good enough for your family. It's time for a change. Schedule your complimentary consultation today. Call Trajan today at 813-212-0500. That's 813-212-0500.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Private equity investments require accreditation. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Spring Black Friday is on at the Home Depot. Save on grills and patio sets that will be sure to bring your hosting game up a notch. Fire up your feast with help from the Home Depot and save on grills. Like the Next Grill 4-burner propane gas grill was $249, now in special buy for $199. Or give everyone the best seat in the yard with the Hampton Bay Mayfield Park 4-piece conversation set for only $399. Save on grills and patio sets with low prices guaranteed during Spring Black Friday only at the Home Depot. Now through April 22nd, while supplies last. Exclusions apply. See HomeDepot.com/price match for details.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
So I opened a restaurant and needed everything. Menus, signage, catering brochures.
Everything and then some.
I went to Staples. They printed it all and even suggested takeout menus.
One money pit with a side of fries.
But now at Staples, you get up to $125 off custom print orders.
$125 off. Now you're cooking. Brand your business in a big way at Staples.
That was easy.
Shop Staples in store, online, or in the app by 4/4 to unlock. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details. 1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Lately I'm drowning my pain with a bottle and Mary Jane.
Welcome back to Senning Show. I am John Senning. Dizzy will be back with us tomorrow after being on the cruise. But today, Danielle is here. Make sure you hit her up on social media at Radio Danielle. She's posting great content every day. My name is John Senning. I don't know if I said that. At the John Senning on social media. Yes.
Is this your boy Jelly Roll?
This is Jelly, and I played it. This is my Jelly.
Rolling out my window, even though I'm damaged, I'm standing.
It's from my era of Jelly Roll, and I played it to bring up the fact that the rest of the world, at least some of the world, the wrestling world, is now pushing back on Jelly Roll. Because he's, like, I guess, just a part of wrestling now. He's been on every night for weeks. And the hardcore wrestling fans are getting sick and tired of them putting, like, famous people in these important spots leading up to WrestleMania. And a lot of reports. So Backlash, hang with me here. Backlash is the pay-per-view. It's in Tampa in May. And they're saying that the main event is going to be Jelly Roll and Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton and Pat McAfee.
He's fighting.
Oh, he's wrestling.
Pat McAfee.
Yeah, Pat McAfee. Who is also, there's tons of drama in wrestling right now because he's involved and it's a whole thing. But yeah, needless.
He's a sports guy.
He is the sports guy who now is majorly involved in the big lead up to WrestleMania. It's a whole thing. The wrestling world is very upset at the moment.
Maybe they should buy more merch and they wouldn't have to reach out to these famous people to get them back on top.
Well, it's so funny you say that because you're not wrong. There's a whole thing.
100%. That's why they're doing it.
There's a thing. So you're on to something. Absolutely.
And now, Hollywood gossip, reality TV, sandwich making tips. This is For the Ladies with Danielle on Senning Show.
Yeah, they're doing this whole thing where like Pat McAfee came out and was like trashing pretty much all of wrestling, and then CM Punk came out and said, you want to know why nobody's buying tickets? It's because they cost too much. So now they're just like trashing the whole. You'd have to be tuned in to understand what I'm trying to say, but you were onto something. Let me just without knowing anything.
They don't take a
spot from a real wrestler if they could have made more.
They don't take an
sports entertainment, whatever you want.
They don't take an entertainment channel and turn it on its head if there isn't a reason to do that.
Right.
It's interesting because they're probably throwing a lot of money, especially like you said, Tom Brady was involved. I can't imagine he's cheap. Jelly Roll is probably not cheap at this point. Pat McAfee probably.
That's a good question. I never thought about the money element of it. Like, what do they pay us? Specifically, Pat McAfee, because he was kind of with the company. He was doing commentary.
Oh, so they probably have him just coming in for free.
Maybe, but like Jelly Roll, I'd be curious to know the payday that. The bottom line with Jelly Roll is somebody's just got to be in his ear and just tell him to say no every once in a while. Like that's is oversaturation not a thing? Like,
you don't know, though. Maybe he did say no. Maybe they asked him to do the Westminster Dog Show, and he's like, no, dog, I'm out.
You know what? You may be onto something. If this is all the things that he said yes to, how many millions of things did he say no to along the way? What do you have for us, Danielle?
So the first thing do you want to do the Sabrina Carpenter thing or the Sydney Sweeney thing first? They're both blowing my mind.
Well, let's start with the two Coachella themed things. So very interesting. Last year, I found out about the Coachella live stream. So like I really was tuned into a lot of the artists, and there was a couple things I wanted to watch. So, and they, props to Coachella, they film these concerts live like they're movies. Like it's perfect HD, thoughtful production. Like it's just crazy. So I saw that Justin Bieber was performing on Saturday night, but so it's like 11 o'clock in California. So I think it started at like 2:15 our time.
Did you stay up to watch
Well, I did not stay up, but I will tell you, I rolled over at about 1:45, 1:50, and I thought, I'm up. I might as well stay up.
And how do you feel after that? Because what I am seeing online looks like this was.
It is so crazy. There's this fascinating thing that I found with almost all forms of entertainment. It can be music, it can be wrestling, it can be concerts, it can be, something at an award show. It's like when you see something with your own eyes and you have your own opinion on it, and then you almost immediately realize the massive opinion of social media and people that are writing articles. I watched it and I thought this is the coolest thing ever. I mean, I'm not a super Justin Bieber fan, but I have like a heavy appreciation for him because I think the kid has been through hell, and I like his voice. I thought that performance that he did at the Grammys was really cool in his undies. Like I really liked that. So I was just curious what he was going to do. And I guess people are trashing it for saying it's lazy, right?
Well, you heard how much he got paid, right?
Supposedly $10 million, right?
$10 million. So I think the expectation is there, like, you're getting $10 million. You're pulling out all the stops, right? Like, he hasn't been regularly performing. He hasn't been on, like, a touring circuit or anything like that in years. So now you're coming back, and it's going to be this big thing. And apparently, you can correct me because I did not see this, but it's like him, at times, he's, like, playing music off of a laptop, like, sitting down on the stage, putting memes on a screen.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, as I'm watching it in real time, I'm like, this is awesome. I'm thinking, like, this is so uniquely weird. Like, it was just, and it wasn't, I feel like the headlines out there are making it seem like that was his whole show. Like, he definitely sat down and he did this stretch kind of highlighting all of his really old songs. So he did pepper in a couple memes, and he played the video of, when he lost it on the reporter, and he's like, it's just not clocking with you. he played that, and he also did a bunch of new stuff, super stripped down stage. A lot of these Coachella performers, like Sabrina Carpenter, who we'll talk about in a sec, she had a giant set. I think they said she did like 11 wardrobe changes. She has this super involved set. His set was nothing. It was kind of like this weird little white bowl looking thing. And then in the middle of it, there was a desk with a computer, and he spent a chunk of time playing his old music.
And I think the frustrating part there for people, understandably, is if you're making $10 million, I expect that you're going to put on a Sabrina Carpenter level kind of show.
Yeah, and there are those which I don't necessarily see, but they're out there. Is almost the double standard between men and women, saying that there are really no, which I don't know if I believe. Like they're like if a woman did this and came out there and just sat on a stage by herself, she'd be, kind of people would come for her more than they're coming for Justin Bieber. Which I think once you get to a certain level of fame, I was trying to think who an equivalent level would be that could go sit on a stage by herself. Adele, maybe.
Adele, Beyonce.
Beyond, like if they came out there and it was just them. I like that. Like to me, that's why I loved that performance at the Grammys so much. I don't want to hear overproduced where an artist is buried in a track or with a overproduction. Like he came out there, he looped and created his own beat on the spot in his underwear. You could hear his voice, and I thought the same thing from this performance. Like it was just him and his voice, which I like. But here is a clip of when he was started going through some of his old videos. And I've heard people say this, I should fact check it, that he had to do this because he sold the rights to his music. So he can't, without having to pay, he can't just go out and perform these songs straight up the way that you would think because he sold off his catalog. We'll fact check that momentarily.
I gotta see you, boo, and there's hearts all over the world tonight. Yeah, there's hearts all over the world tonight. I need you, boo. I gotta see you, boo, and there's hearts all over.
And the original video is playing on YouTube in the background.
And that's his voice when he was that young age when that song came out. So he's singing with himself.
He's singing with himself, his younger self.
World tonight, yeah, there's hearts all over the world tonight. Hey, little mama, oh, you're a stunner, hot little figure, yes, you in it.
I mean, I don't think anybody said through this whole thing that he sounded bad. I get listening to that and hearing like it sounds weird, but I didn't hear anybody say that his voice didn't sound good.
Here's the thing. If you are looking at someone getting paid that amount of money, there's an expectation. And singing along, doing a sing-along over your old track from a laptop, ain't it? Not for $10 million.
Maybe I'm not thinking about the money enough. I just imagine there's so much money being thrown around at that level that who really cares? But at the same time, I liked it.
Think about how long.
The opposite of
Think
a big
about
production.
How long you would have to work at your current wage to make $10 million. You may never. Like you may work an entire lifetime and never make $10 million. And then he goes and sits on a stage and hits spacebar on his laptop.
I mean, he did that for, I don't know how long it was, 10 minutes out of an hour.
That is annoying as hell. I don't even need anything else. That sucks.
Yeah. Really?
Yes. That is so damn lazy.
Here's
Can't wait to hear this.
Oh, wow.
Wow, they harmonize beautifully.
Oh, wow. I know you love me. I know you care. Just shout whenever.
Did you see anything about my theory or about that theory? Did it say anything?
No, I don't see it. I don't see it yet. But there is a right way to do this. There is a well thought out, well executed way to do this. If you want to take what you sound like now and who you are now and make a contrast, great. Get a freaking hologram. Perform with your hologram. If you want to do the
for
overlaying
$10 million, you probably could.
You could do that, or you could do some sort of production where it's like this big, massive screen, and then Lil Bieber is taking this line, and then Big Bieber is harmonizing with them.
Okay,
there are so many just slopped. I'm sitting here on a freaking Monday brainstorming his set. Like,
that's pretty good.
He had time.
You've done pretty well.
Thank you.
But that being said,
I'm available.
I get it, and you're pushing me further into your camp. I'm just telling you that when I was sitting there watching it in the middle of the night, I thought, this is kind of cool.
But that was after you ate like 14 cheesesteaks. You were down.
That is true. I'd like to correct you, but Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey, this is the Viking guy. How are you, John?
Hey, Viking guy. What's up, brother? Doing all right.
Hey, I like the idea of the country western day.
Oh, yeah. You got a name for it?
No, I'll think a good one for you, though. Hey, when you do another song, I was wondering if you could dial in the Tractors. Baby's got a rockin' like
that's a really, really good
Tractor
song.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's for Tuesday or Monday.
Lawn mowing Monday?
Mowing Monday.
Mowing Monday? But that's a hell of a song, Viking guy. I will pepper that in. That takes me right back. My grandma used to
Hi,
play that song.
Danielle. I love your voice on the radio.
Hi, thank you.
You're the best, Viking
All
guy.
right. All right, y'all have a good day.
So Sabrina Carpenter is also got herself in trouble. And I will say, I don't know that I've ever seen such a concerted effort at a high level to delete something off the internet, because I started seeing these clips, whatever morning it was, probably Saturday morning. And then by Saturday afternoon, now it's just gone. But there was a period of time, Saturday afternoonish, where all of the videos that were posted were no longer available. So clearly her record label, Coachella people, whoever, did whatever they can to get this off of the internet. Again, I saw it first, I think, before anybody was offended, and I thought it was a stupid, funny little moment. But go figure, people are legitimately mad over what happened with Sabrina Carpenter. I guess calling somebody out in the crowd, you could say.
Is that what you're doing? I don't like it. That's your culture, is yodeling? Is this Burning Man? What's going on? This is weird. You know.
Felt like a very mild back and forth, but she's being criticized after mocking a fan who performed something called a zagrota, a mouth sound used to symbolize joy in Arab and African cultures during a show at Coachella.
Yeah, that's the world we live in, unfortunately. You can be crucified for anything, and you got to know everything because you can't sidestep.
Now she did, and she's very, very good at navigating waters. I feel like there was the controversy with her when she had the artwork where she was being, she was like on her knees in front of a guy and everyone
Wasn't that her album cover?
Yeah. So I think she kind of navigated that in a funny way. So she did post, "My apologies. I didn't see this person with my eyes and I couldn't hear clearly. My reaction was pure confusion, sarcasm, and not ill-intended. Have handled it better. Now I know what a zugrata is. I welcome all cheers and yodels from here on out." Like, what else do you do?
I mean, and you have to, like, as somebody who's, again, she is putting on a large scale show and she's got a lot going on and there's a lot of choreography and a lot of, like, when even if you were like, if you're on the air right now and someone random just walks in and starts staring at you, that affects what you are doing. That
Absolutely.
affects the job you're doing. So if there's a sound that's coming, she doesn't recognize it. Like, I can see her trying to navigate that and then do it in a human way in real time. And I'm not saying she's right, but I also think that she deserves a little more wiggle room than Justin Bieber.
Then that's fine. That's completely fine. It's just in the moment to think like you just explained it. You don't know what the hell's going on.
No
Somebody's
clue.
in the front making a weird noise.
It's
You're
a
being
noise.
funny and calling them out. It's like you expect this person to be well versed in every religion and every noise that could possibly come out of a human being and then respond appropriately.
Well, and if that's happening while you're singing your song, while you're remembering your dance moves, if it is something that's kind of causing you to, like, it's in your head, like addressing it and moving on is going to be the best way for you to kind of clear things up and keep going with your performance. Now, I'm not saying it's right, but I don't think it's possible for every human being on this planet to know about every religion and everything. And so I don't think she did it on purpose.
She's also on another level. Like, she is our modern day, whether we like it or not, Britney, Christina,
I don't like it,
pop star, whoever it is. Like, we always mention Tate McRae, who is in that same, like, she's nowhere near as famous, but Sabrina Carpenter did Coachella 2 years ago and said, "I'll be back here. I'll see you next time when I headline." And what do you know? 2 years later, she's headlining.
She had that. She went on tour with Taylor Swift and was opening for her, like, at the perfect time. And, like, when you get the Taylor Swift endorsement, and she sings the nastiest songs, but she sings them
Sabrina
with, like,
Carpenter?
Oh my God.
Yeah, everything is very, very sexual.
Sexual and nasty. And these little girls are just singing along, and she's got glitter on it and just blink, 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 blink.
Yeah, but and I used to think that way too, but that's what we did.
You're kissing me, you're tasting me. Ooh.
Listen to some of these songs that we were listening to when
yeah,
we
but
were
at
young.
least it was like, hey, this is nasty. This is foul.
This is coded. It's coded nasty, which makes it worse.
It's
like, you
nasty.
don't know that's nasty.
Like, just don't cover it up.
Wait,
be nasty.
Are we
in the mix?
No, we're not in the mix. Hold on. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Somebody just said something to me, and I don't know if it's real.
Uh-oh.
Are we doing the... Okay, nobody has said anything to me about this, so if this is true...
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I've heard nothing about it.
Okay,
Hold on.
good. I have no emails about it, but somebody in the chat just said 2 p.m. keyword.
I feel like that is definitely... No. Mm-mm. This would be on... No. This would be everywhere. It's nowhere.
Why you messing?
That's like that ex-girlfriend. He's mad about something.
Well, and this is the equivalent of somebody yodeling in the front row, and now I'm faced to...
or saying that you're about to get on a plane with something that you shouldn't have.
It is the exact same thing. If there is a keyword, sir, I have zero information about it, and hopefully we'll get everything under control. Really, a lot of the moving parts and pieces of the people that control the station have been at sea for days on end, so I haven't heard anything. So thank you for your concern. I don't know if you're going to publicly say the things that you said to me about Sydney Sweeney. Not a fan as well.
Oh, no, she's pretty.
I feel like people are turning on her so quickly. And I don't know that she's actually done anything that deserves it. I think a lot of it was political. She did the American Eagle ad with the My Jeans, and she doesn't really speak out against things that maybe she should speak out against. So I can feel the tide has turned when it comes to people liking her. But this first episode of Euphoria, I feel like has really brought people out of the woodwork, just burying Sydney Sweeney.
Well, they're not only burying her, they're burying the guy.
The creator.
Yes, because he's the one writing what she's doing, which, by the way, you want me just to say what she's doing?
Well, I have the audio, too, so we can talk about every part that, yeah.
She is dressed like a baby in the preview for this show, doing content for OnlyFans. Dressed as have you seen the picture?
I have. Now that, because I did also, spoiler alert, we watched the first 2 seasons of Euphoria, and we watched the new episode last night. So the baby thing is not in this episode. So
it won't be in any episode, I bet.
The baby thing is a little bit weird. I don't know. I just find it very interesting that with this show now, and I've never really seen it with any, there are bizarre movies. There are bizarre TV shows. There are things that are graphic and gross and weird and sexually bizarre and all of those things. And I don't know that I've ever seen people come for the creator or the person who wrote it the way that they are with this Euphoria thing immediately. They're just oh, this guy is a complete sicko. Just there's a lot of entertainment in the world that is sick and weird. And I don't think that we take that as a reason to go for the person who made it.
Involving kids?
Because there's a baby? Because she's dressed as a baby?
Dressing like a baby.
That is weird.
That's what they're saying. Get the guy's laptop. What is this guy into? That this is naturally something that comes in this guy's head that he wants to then put out to the world.
So real quick, spoiler alert, watched the show last night. The idea is she wants this big lavish wedding, and her man doesn't have enough money to pay the $50,000 for the flowers at the wedding. So she says, what if I start doing OnlyFans content? And that's the setup for what she's ultimately doing. And I just don't think that under that umbrella, bizarre, yes, I get how it's gross, especially to a parent and to any other people, but that's not beyond the scope of what somebody would do on OnlyFans.
Yeah, but I think when you are putting it out there and your name is on the show, I think you got to think different. You could joke about, I could go brush my donkeys in a bikini, and that could be OnlyFans. That's absurd. That is not going to make people sick like this does. This presents as, hey, there might be something else going on here with this guy.
Maybe, but and I'm not. I hate being backed into a corner. I feel like I'm defending the guy who felt the need to make a baby doll sex thing in a show. But there are movies out there where terrible things happen to children. You know what I mean? And it's you don't look at the creator of that and go, oh, well, he must want this to happen, or he must have a real dark side because this abhorrent, terrible thing happened to a kid. I don't know that it's commonplace for people to put so much of what's on a piece of art and have it represent the soul of the creator.
And maybe because it's a show, right? A show, you become invested in more than a movie, right? A movie is a couple hours of your time. A show is an hour of every week, and you do things around this and you schedule whatever, and you're invested in the show and the characters. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's why you don't see as much of a kickback if it's a movie where, you spend a couple hours and then you're done with it. You're watching the show again next week.
Now, I will say that, so this was already in my head. The idea, people were already talking about it before it even debuted, that the creator was sick and he's living out his own fantasies and fetishes right here through the show. And dude, there is a scene, for those that don't watch it, the first couple minutes, there's a scene where the main character, played by Zendaya, she's like a drug mule. And she's like taking all of these bags of fentanyl and having to like swallow them. And there's these two girls, and they're going through this process of having to swallow like 20 bags of fentanyl.
What what kind of show is this?
And to do that, they have to like, it's so gross, but they like are sticking their fingers down their throat, and there's like, it's gross. It's very, very gross. And as I was watching it, I thought, this feels like something a sick person would be getting off on. And then today I did see it online. People were highlighting that scene and saying this dude is clearly working through some sick fantasies on this show. So, but I do have a clip that I found to be very funny. So Jacob Elordi is in the show as well.
Love that guy.
Love him. Did you watch Wuthering Heights?
Watch nothing. I watched.
Do you know
nothing.
who he is?
No.
Oh, you don't know who Jacob Elordi is?
Just say I love him.
He's like our biggest modern day stud.
Here's the thing: if I say love that guy, I don't know who that guy is.
But you don't know who he is. You can't even envision his face.
Absolutely not. How do you spell his name?
He's a stud. Jacob ELOR.
Oh, it does. I don't even have to type it in. It's right there. He's not a stud. He's fine. His accent would make him studlier.
He's a stud. Senning Show. You're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey, they call me George when they're not mad at me.
Hey, George. What's up, buddy?
Hey, I got a name for your hoedown thing on Monday.
Oh, please do.
What about Moonshine Monday?
Oh, Moonshine Monday. That's pretty good. Oh, you don't like that either?
Oh, we said moonlit. And I
Moonlit,
don't like that.
Moonshine Monday.
That's better.
We're getting close. I don't know that I'm ready to run with it yet, but we are getting close.
All right, buddy. Thanks.
Thank you. So Jacob Elordi's in that new other super horny movie with Margot Robbie. This is not on your radar at all?
I know who Margot Robbie is. No.
So they're in a movie.
He's 28 years old.
Well, okay.
He's not on my radar.
Well, so you're telling me you can only have hunky eyes for a man that's over the age of 40?
The only underage hunky, not underage, but the only younger hunky is like Robert Irwin, which also counts.
Young. Well, he's also way younger than that.
No.
He's got to be like 22 years old. Was he 20 years old?
He's 22.
Yeah. So don't come for Jacob Elordi. But this seems to be the scene that everybody's talking about today. That was also, people are saying, why did Sydney Sweeney sign up for this? What the hell is this creator doing? So he comes home from work and she's dressed like a dog, Sydney Sweeney, and making content for OnlyFans or social media or whatever. And then it takes a very bizarre turn right here. So he's already kind of chastised her. And then that noise that you're hearing is him calling her like she's a dog. And she's crawling to him like a dog, of course.
Sit.
He must have been far away.
You don't need to worry about money. I've got money.
Why haven't we remodeled the living room? Or the kitchen or the master ensuite?
Maybe we will. But right now I'm investing in myself. In the business. Oh, it takes money to make money.
Then let me chip in.
Oh.
He then grabs her collar and yanks her to him.
You've been a bad, bad dog.
Woof, woof.
What the hell are you watching?
This is a great show.
Are you watching?
I mean, I don't know if I'm going to like this season as much as I've loved the rest of it, but it's a good show.
I'd rather do dishes than watch
That is
That's why I don't
untrue.
watch TV.
That is
I don't
untrue.
watch TV because I got too much stuff to do around my house, keeping my family alive and such, planning dinners. I'd rather do any of that than watch this show. Based on that
I'd say give it a try. That's all I'm saying. Give it a try.
I don't think so.
Don't go anywhere. We're going to step aside from when we come back. This might be the best thing you've heard all day. Danielle has clued me into a very special role that she took on over the weekend. Is that what happened? Last week. I don't know if every woman who's going through this has Danielle counterpart for this.
You can hire me. I can be bought. I'm here for you.
Let me just say, ladies, if you're thinking about getting a certain part of your body enhanced and you want to make sure that the size is just right, you might want to hit up Danielle. We'll get into the details and tell you all about it next on more Senning Show. Keep it locked. right here to 102.5 The Bone.
And I cannot endure it. No, I'm sick of the rain.
Hawkins Home Service Co. One call really does handle it all. Do you need plumbing, electrical, HVAC, even pool repair? Well, no need to find a bunch of different service companies to handle all of your needs. Hawkins has been taking care of the Tampa Bay area for over 30 years. I've had them do a bunch of stuff in my house. They replaced all the lighting fixtures. They really got my pool in order with that Pent Air pool pump that I can control right from my phone. I can control the lights in my pool. My pool is cleaner than ever. And they also have taken care of my AC and make sure that I'm running cool all year long. And if it's your first time using them, make sure you mention The Bone because that is 10% off right there, and you can book online. Check them out today at HawkinsServiceCO.com. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
I'm sick of the rain. Let it shine like before. I've never been sure. I've never been so sure.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The open mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Brandon Honda's having its biggest certified pre-owned event of the entire year. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Right now, Brandon Honda gets certified pre-owned vehicles starting from $6,900, backed up with a real nationwide lifetime warranty. Get CRVs from $15,000, Accords $12,000, and get certified Civics from an incredible $9,000. Plus, for a limited time, make no payments for 90 days, and we'll cover up to $5,000 of your negative equity. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com. Call 813-565-0114 for complete details.
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their loved ones. If you need an attorney you can trust, give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. We will give you a free case evaluation and won't charge you any fees unless you recover money. Give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN, 866-LAWFRAN, or visit me online at lawfran.com. Main office, Palm Harbor.
Most financial advisors only manage your money. They refer you out for taxes. They refer you out for estate planning. They refer you out when things get complicated. Did they really vet that person? Or did they meet once, exchange business cards, and call it a partnership? A referral isn't accountability. It's a handoff. When your investments, taxes, and estate plan are built separately, gaps happen, and those can cost money. At Trajan, we didn't build a referral network. We built a family office for all. Wealth, tax, estate. One team delivering coordinated planning, once reserved for the ultra-wealthy. If you want real coordination and not just introductions, call Trajan Wealth today. Call Trajan today at 813-212-0500. That's 813-212-0500.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
John Senning here. Look, I don't need to be an attorney to tell you distracted driving is bad. And Tampa attorney Mo DeWitt sees the aftermath every day, and it's awful. Do me a favor. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and keep it right here on 102.5 The Bone. If you're injured on the go, just call Mo. Just call MOE.com.
Are you dealing with bad feet all day? The Good Feet store wants to help you get back to living in comfort. Schedule your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
I'm back to doing what I love and more. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Don't miss Renewal by Anderson's 1 month only sale event. Buy one replacement window or door and get the second 40% off. Plus, enjoy 0 down, no payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. It's the perfect time to upgrade with windows engineered for strength, beauty, and energy-efficient performance. Designed for Florida's unique climate, our acclaimed impact windows help keep your home cooler, quieter, and more comfortable. Offer ends April 30th. Restrictions apply. Schedule your free consultation at bestwindowsflorida.com. License CGC 1527613.
Eligibility and results may vary. A beautiful, confident smile can change everything. It changes how people see you and how you see yourself. When you're proud of your smile, confidence comes naturally. At Sage Dental, we make that confidence possible. Using the latest technology, our caring team of dentists, orthodontists, and oral surgeons use minimally invasive techniques for the smile you've always wanted. Whether it's braces, clear aligners, implants, partial or full restorations, all of Sage Dental's personalized treatments are conveniently done right there in the office. With same-day and next-day appointments, call Sage now and visit our newest location in St. Petersburg. We work with most insurance plans. No insurance? No problem. Our Sage Care Plus plan can save you up to 65% on general or specialty dental care. Sage Dental, leading with innovation centered on care. Call 800-299-1100. 800-299-1100. That's 800-299-1100.
Don't miss out on IDC's biggest ever spring store-wide sale. 3 explosive days, April 24th, 25th, and 26th. Save up to 30% off rings, earrings, bracelets, bands, and more. Plus, it's like double the selection, as acclaimed designers are here with their entire lines on sale. And don't miss IDC's largest ever selection of luxury pre-owned Rolex watches. It's April 24th through 26th. IDC's biggest event ever. Up to 30% off or 36 months zero-interest financing. International Diamond Center. Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. See store for details.
Snapshot from Progressive wasn't created for just anybody. Oh no, we made it for you. Smooth accelerators. When that light turns green, you're off. Like a warm knife through firm butter. Going from 0 to the speed limit in an appropriate amount of time. Sure, your car has horsepower, but your horses prance around as silky smooth as your right foot. Fancy Prancerton. With Snapshot, safe drivers like you get personalized rates based on your driving habits. Sign up today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents.
Do you hear that? Asthma triggers are everywhere, from dust mites, pet dander, and pollen, to smog and smoke. An asthma attack can strike anywhere, anytime. Be prepared with quick-acting Primatene Mist. Clinically proven to open airways quickly. It's the #1 FDA-approved asthma inhaler available over the counter. Primatene Mist. Breathe easy again. Use as directed.
Sponsored by Armstrong Pharmaceuticals.
The NBA playoffs are right around the corner, and now you can trade every game on Kalshi. You can also trade on who wins each series, the conference finals, and the championship. On Kalshi, you're trading against other people in live market. No house, no odds makers. And as the odds move, you can buy in or out anytime throughout the postseason. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code ACTION to get $10 off when you trade $10. That's code ACTION. KALSHI, Kalshi. Trade on anything.
I move mountains for a living. Literally. That means I don't carry hand lotion, and when it comes to serious heartburn, I don't mess around with anything but Rolaids. Rolaids' dual-active formula has calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide that relieves heartburn fast. Yeah, you heard right. 2 actives for that powerful relief. And the best part? The roll fits right here in my pocket, so I can get back to moving mountains.
Rolade spells powerful relief. Reach label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
New Metal is back. Elysian Space Dust IPA presents New Metal Mayhem. Friday, April 24th at Janice Live. Throw it back to the loudest, angriest era featuring Crawling, Got the Life, and Nookie tributes. $10.25 tickets on sale now at JaniceLive.com or win them from theboneonline.com. New Metal Mayhem. You'll scream every word.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Baby likes to rock it like a boogie woogie choo-choo train.
It's a Moonshine Monday. Welcome back to Senning Show. This one's for you, Viking guy. I haven't heard this song in forever, but I remember watching CMT at my grandma's house just waiting for this video to come on. You ever heard this song?
No.
800-771-1025. You can hit us up on social media at the John Senning, at Danielle. Why do I always like Radio Danielle?
Yeah, that's it.
At Radio Danielle. Also check out elevatestpete.fit. But make sure you go watch all of Danielle's videos. I saw somebody in the comments yesterday mention how tan you look.
Yeah, Tanyelle.
Yeah. Oh,
somebody said I should be called Tanyelle.
Oh, Tanyelle.
I said you should tell Johnson.
Yeah. I mean, it's starting to fade a little, but it was
starting to fade
looking good when it looked good. Let's take this call real quick. You want to? Well, actually, no. Let's dig right into this momentarily. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Lee.
Lee, what's up, buddy?
Oh, what's up? I had a couple suggestions for your theme for Mondays or Tuesdays. I was thinking maybe Mud on the Tires Mondays or Tuesdays with the Twang.
Ooh, I like Mud on
the Tires Monday.
That's good.
Mud on the Tire Monday.
I feel like that's the name that gives you the most wiggle room in the genre.
Yeah.
I feel like Honky Tonk Tuesday pigeonholes you a little bit.
Mud on the Tires Monday.
Ooh, I like
dude,
that.
I like that, dude. What's your name?
Lee.
Lee, all right, dude. You just never forget, if we run with this, you're the man that named it.
I got you, man. Have a good.
Mud on the Tires Monday.
You could tie it into whatever happened with NASCAR the day before.
That is true. I've been trying to figure out where to wedge in my
Muddy Tires
my NASCAR.
Monday. If you wanted to shorten it a little bit.
Muddy Tire Monday.
Muddy Tire Monday.
Yesterday was a very exciting race, by the way, at Bristol.
I was on the edge of my seat. I was like, "There's no way."
What was your favorite part?
Whenever they were taking those left turns, so fast, over and over, just turn it.
There was actually a very heartwarming story. So
I know the story.
Why? What's the story?
So there was a guy, one of the drivers. His dad had his dying wish was for his son to be in NASCAR, and so he had gone and he tried to qualify so many times.
It's so weird because you're lying and you're making a mockery of everything, and
it wasn't working. But he was like, "I'm going to do this for my dad. I'm going to do this." So yesterday was his first appearance in NASCAR, and he came in 17th place, which was his dad's lucky number.
No, but you're not far off. So Ty Gibbs,
love that guy.
Is he's a young buck, and his dad dead. His dad is dead. He's dead. And his grandfather, Joe Gibbs, owns Gibbs Racing. He used to be the coach for the Washington Redskins back in the day. And so Ty Gibbs won his first race yesterday. And then there was this emotional moment when his grandpa was giving this interview, and then his grandson, after the win, ran up and interrupted him.
Can't say enough about Hey, this is the man right here. I've never seen somebody work so hard in my life. Him and my mom. I come to the shop at 6 a.m. or 7 p.m. or when everybody's there, and they're not there. They're always there. They work their asses off. I really appreciate it. This is a great role model. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him.
He gave the checkered flag to his mom after he won.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Do you know what I watched yesterday that sucked? Rory McIlroy winning the Masters, and I had no idea I'm sorry. I just offended a lot of people. I'm going to take that back. For me, it wasn't I didn't love it.
Okay.
The interview that they do afterwards, and it's being explained to me that if Rory McIlroy hadn't won, so he wins and he's at the course where they do this, and then they take him in this room that looks like it was decorated in 1993.
Yeah, that is interesting.
And so they're sitting and they're having. I was like, Derek, is this
that
happening
is what they do, yeah.
live? And he goes, yeah. I go, they took him in the 1993 room, and he goes, yeah. He goes, and if he hadn't won back to back, the previous winner would be there to put their jacket on him. But
some other guy did, right? Like the master man?
I also believe that I learned that he just has the same jacket. So they put a jacket that he owns back on his body.
Oh, he doesn't get another jacket?
I'm obviously not the expert, but I believe he keeps the same jacket is what I was told.
I did miss out on the master stuff yesterday because of NASCAR.
1993.
The room is interesting, but it's you call it 1993. I was going to use the word nostalgic, but I don't know what that design is.
Words like Girl Talk should be somewhere in that room.
Girl Talk.
The board game.
Oh,
he looks good in whatever he wears.
Never heard of it.
Or Dream Phone.
Oh, okay. Never heard of that.
He's
either.
not wearing sunglasses.
So please do explain to me what you did last week, because this is one of the more fascinating things. It's probably the best thing you're going to hear on this program today about a friend of yours and a procedure she was getting done.
Can I just say I am so honored and I am so proud, and I took this so seriously.
How long have you known this person?
My first memories, she was like my big sister.
Okay,
like growing up, she's like my big sister that I never had.
Okay, so you've been friends since childhood.
Yes.
Okay.
She has been a part of my life for almost all of my life.
Now, knowing what you know about this woman through your whole life together, would you have said that you thought her breasts were too small?
No.
What would you had to say if you had to put a cup size on?
I told her on the phone because she was talking to me before she had the surgery, and she was saying like how she was nervous. She's like, I'm just trying to get to like a C or a D. I'm like, girl, you were a C back in the day. Like I looked at your bras when I had nothing. And she's my big sister, and her bras laying around. I looked. I knew.
So she was a C.
Yeah.
Is she older? Like, is she
older than me?
Well, yeah, I guess
She's older than me. She's not old.
So was she looking to get just a perk up, or this was a full blown?
No, it's a glow up.
This is a glow up.
It's a glow up.
So she wasn't just getting these. She wasn't just getting the girls lifted. She was pumping them up. She was making them larger.
But was very nervous that they were going to be too large, and that is where I come into play.
Wow, this is something else. Do you know if this is a thing that people do? Like, is this a unique opportunity for you, or do other women that get a boob job, do they have a consultant?
Not gonna lie, I feel like more people should.
Yeah.
But I've never heard of anybody else doing this. But if it is written, like if there is consent given, it is allowed. Like, it wasn't something that wasn't allowed, right? So I get a phone call the day before this.
That's last minute, by the way.
And she said I was at my appointment and I found out that if there's somebody that I trust that knows like what I want and what I don't want and can basically kind of guide and give real-time feedback.
So she's in the operating room. So
Yes.
this woman is getting a boob job. She's getting her breasts enlarged.
Yes.
And she calls you the day before and says she wants you to tap into the operating room live. Is that a thing? Like, so they can start smaller, and then I guess I don't know how boob jobs work, because I would have thought once a boob is sized, then you're locked in.
Well, they have like sizers, so they can
What
make
the
them.
hell
They
is
can
that?
inflate them and make them bigger. They can make them smaller.
Oh my God!
And then that way they know what size to use. Now I don't know if that's how everybody does it, but there's like inflatable where you can go. Okay, well,
Is this like a graphic scene? Like, is there blood and?
It was. I was not sure if it was not. It was not.
So paint the picture. She's lying on a bed. She's lying on the bed.
I did not see her face whatsoever. I just saw.
But is she laying or is she standing?
Laying.
So she's laying down, and there's just on your FaceTime, just
Not FaceTime.
Oh.
Pictures.
Oh, pictures. Okay, so in your pictures, they're just two hoots, nipple, areola, fully exposed.
No, that was covered. I think probably because of the surgery.
Okay.
So I didn't see that.
So what could you see?
I could see everything. I mean, this part was covered. The boob was.
The areola was covered, so you could see just the overall size.
Yes.
There was like tassels, nipple covers. What are we calling them?
Not tassels.
But what are they called?
Covers.
Pasties.
Pasties.
Okay.
So I was getting pictures and
in real time.
Yes, and
So-
I'm asking like, okay, well, and they're telling me like this is a moderate, this is a high profile, this is this many cc's, this is that many cc's, and I'm like, all right, well, I like the left one, or I like the because they were two.
Oh, they were doing different sizes.
Well, they were letting me because that's the best way, right? Like if one of them's a little bit bigger or spread out a little bit more, and the other one's like a higher profile, so they're sending them to me, and I said, okay, well, I think she likes this, and I think it's really important. Like, I know it's really important to her. Keep this in mind. And we're going through all the things of like.
So it's not just size?
No.
Like, you made it sound like, so it's like a little more
So
on
high
the top.
profile means it sticks out farther. Moderate means it spreads out across more.
Wow.
So you could have like, this is what I learned. You could have like, let's call it like 350 cc's, right? Which means nothing to you. But in a high profile one, it might be like this. And in a moderate one, it might be like this. So it's the same size, but the one that's moderate profile is going to be lower, a little bit lower off the chest because it's spread out over a larger area.
And she was starting with somewhere around a C, probably.
Well, I don't know after kids. I just know before she had kids. John.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where she started. I just know where she was when she was who I was aspiring to be I was just, she left her bra and I knew what size she wore.
So how long did this go on? How many photos were sent? How many back and forths? Were you like, pump up the left a little? Let's bring them in. Let's bring them in closer together.
If you're considering bringing me on for something like this, ladies, I was very thorough. We were looking at different angles. I had pictures versus video.
Is the doctor have any input in this? Like, is the doctor?
Yeah, like she talks to the doctor and the doctor.
No,
knows.
but I know, but like, is the doctor involved in your communications?
No.
Is she like, oh, the doctor wants to know this? The doctor,
No.
This is wow.
Nope. Just doing all the things. And I want to say the first text message came in right before 9:30. And then we finished up a little after 10.
Okay. So this is like a 30-minute plus process. That's not too bad. Well, where'd we end up?
They're great.
But I mean,
and I text her and she forgot. She forgot that she asked me to do this. So I am holding my phone and I'm like, I know it.
Forgot when?
She forgot when she's like, so she came out under anesthesia.
Oh.
Right? While she's on the anesthesia, she forgot that I asked her to do this. So I called the office that morning because I had my phone in my hand and it was about an.
You were waiting. You were making sure everything was okay.
Well, and I was nervous. I was like, I want to make sure they have my number. Like if they want to reach out to me and she thinks they're reaching out to me and they don't have my number. So I called the office and said, hey, I know this sounds weird, but my friends, and they're like, oh, yeah. So they finished and I text her and I like, they look great. I just, all caps, they look great. I knew it'd be the first thing she saw when she picked up her phone. But I didn't realize that she would forget that she asked me to do it.
So she's like, what's happening?
She's like, what do you mean? I said, they look great. And then I had to explain to her
that you were there.
So
you had to essentially solicit for her to start sending you pics of the Silky Milkies.
No, she didn't send me anything. It was the person in the room.
This is another. Is it coming from her phone?
No, I just texted her phone after they were done. And
so who's sending you the pictures?
The lady from the office.
Oh wow, dude, this is fascinating.
It was awesome.
Let me see what the final. Let me see the final product.
Absolutely, they're not on my phone anymore.
You deleted them?
Absolutely.
What the hell?
Immediately.
Dude, that is something I would love for you to. Is this a job that you could have? Like, is this a job that you could be paid for?
I could go. Here's how I envision this. If I don't, I know her, right? Like we have been for. I know every facet of what she would want, what she wouldn't want, why. Like I know all of that. So, but I feel like I could get there with somebody else. We go out to lunch a couple times. I see your pictures. But I also, just like I do with a big haircut, you got to take pictures of what you don't want because I need to know what it is that you don't want these bad boys to look like. What do we want? What's the goal? And then I'm going to work with your professional to make sure that you get what you want.
How much bigger are they than what they started as? Like, would you say they doubled in size?
I don't even know how to quantify.
So you don't even know the cup that we ended up at?
Nope.
That feels like information that you'd be privy to.
I don't think you need to know it. They look great.
All you have to say is they look good.
They look so good. That's like the scale. The scale's not necessary. Do you look good? Do you feel good? She looks great.
Wow.
I'll know eventually, but there's like swelling and stuff involved. So whatever it is now probably is like not exactly.
So you were like a milker manager, a breast boss,
I want to say something with a C because a consultant.
Consultant.
Like I was a consultant.
Not get any good boob words with a C.
But I'm so proud. I did so.
That's crazy. I didn't know. I'd love to know how many women do that. Have a consultant on standby.
I'm honored that I was asked, and then I'm driving into work that day, going like, I gotta make sure I'm ready. Like I gotta be locked in. So I did. I locked right in.
Is this lady gonna be at your birthday party?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I mean, I'm not going to like ogle her.
She was at my wedding.
But I'm just curious to know. Because now if I saw her, I'd be like, I'd have an idea of what you like or what you thought looked good.
What I like. It's
not
about me.
It's not what you like, but what you picked.
It's about her. I made sure she got exactly what she wanted.
That's fascinating.
Thank you. I'm here for you,
If you'd like to bring Danielle on as a consultant at Radio Danielle, thank you for spending time with me today.
Thanks for having me.
It's been so long, I almost forgot about all the bad things I did. We've come so far since that first segment.
So happy.
I'm going to be at the gym tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Bright and early. I mean 9 a.m. Bright and early.
Ish.
Don't go anywhere. John's Joints is coming up next. Reunited with Drew Garabo. We'll hit you with all of the big news of the day. I got to find out. It's so crazy in the world that we're living in with war and things. Like you can come in at 1 and then the world can have completely changed in just a couple hours. So we'll touch on whatever's going on with the Strait of Hormuz. Is it open? Is it closed? Are we at war? I also want to touch on the Artemis, the trip to the moon. Something happened over the weekend while one of the astronauts was being interviewed that has people claiming and thinking this is definitely fake. We'll play the audio and figure it out next during John's Joints. Thank you, Danielle.
Thank you for having me.
Don't go anywhere. Keep it locked right here to 102.5 The Bone.
I think the two young lovers are running wild and free. I close my eyes.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. It's Lightning Hockey on 102.5 The Bone. Tonight, your Tampa Bay Lightning are at home at the Benchmark International Arena to take on the Detroit Red Wings. Puck drop is at 7 p.m. Don't miss a single game. Listen to every Lightning game all season right here. on the official station of the Tampa Bay Lightning. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw hockey.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Don't miss out on IDC's biggest ever spring store-wide sale. 3 explosive days, April 24th, 25th, and 26th. Up to 30% off. Rings, earrings, bracelets, bands. It's the perfect time to get that designer engagement ring. Acclaimed bridal designers are here with their entire collections on sale. Special discounts on all natural and lab-grown diamonds. Getting the ring of her dreams has never been more affordable. It's April 24th through 26th. IDC's biggest event ever. 30% off or 36 months zero-interest financing. International Diamond Center. Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. See store for details.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial Pound Law.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
I remember brushing my hair and looking down and thinking, oh my gosh, do I have any hair left?
I used to look at women with thick, beautiful hair and think, why doesn't my hair look like that?
My thinning hair is making me feel so old.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume from New Nordic. With clinically proven ingredients like apple extract, biotin, and millet, Hair Volume nourishes your hair follicles to promote thicker, healthier-looking hair. Say goodbye to shedding, thin, and dull hair, and hello to thick, healthy hair with Hair Volume.
Since taking Hair Volume, the shedding has all but stopped.
Now, instead of being jealous of other women's hair, I have friends who are jealous of mine.
My hairdresser couldn't believe the difference in my hair. Now she's using Hair Volume too.
Available as a tablet or delicious gummy, Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com, or find Hair Volume in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Snapshot from Progressive wasn't created for just anybody. Oh no, we made it for you. Smooth accelerators. When that light turns green, you're off. Like a warm knife through firm butter. Going from 0 to the speed limit in an appropriate amount of time. Sure, your car has horsepower, but your horses prance around as silky smooth as your right foot. Fancy Prancerton. With Snapshot, safe drivers like you get personalized rates based on your driving habits. Sign up today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents.
Do you hear that? Asthma triggers are everywhere, from dust mites, pet dander, and pollen, to smog and smoke. An asthma attack can strike anywhere, anytime. Be prepared with quick-acting Primatene Mist. Clinically proven to open airways quickly. It's the #1 FDA-approved asthma inhaler available over the counter. Primatene Mist. Breathe easy again. Use as directed.
Sponsored by Armstrong Pharmaceuticals.
Ahoy there, mateys. 'Tis I, Captain Dizzy, a.k.a. half of the show's lineup. And I's already be in cruise mode, and ye be asking about Kava Social Club. Then gather around the deck, and I'll spin ye a proper tale. See, Kava Social Club has a leafy treasure from lands far beyond the horizon. Sailors and workers there been using it for ages to keep their spirits high and their bones moving. Kava Social Club has freshly brewed drinks that leave a gentle wind in ye sails. It is like a calm sea at sunset. And it's open 24 hours a day. That means whenever ye's vessel returns to land, ye's be open. And all scallywags are accepted there. Kava Social Club, where ye vibe attracts ye tribe, matey. Boolah!
Is your financial advisor managing your risk or just a spreadsheet? Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. Many financial advisors rely on target date funds, which are one-size-fits-all portfolios that don't know your name, your family, or your goals. And that passive management can leave you dangerously exposed. At Trajan, we look at the whole picture, not just the stocks everyone else buys, but the private market opportunities most advisors ignore. And as fiduciaries, we build a strategy around you, coordinating your investments, tax strategy, and estate into one cohesive plan. Your financial life deserves more than just a generic portfolio. Real planning isn't a stack of statements. It's the confidence of knowing where your income will come from for the next 30 years. Good enough isn't good enough for your family. It's time for a change. Schedule your complimentary consultation today. Call Trajan today at 813-212-0500. That's 813-212-0500.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Private equity investments require accreditation. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Your team is heating up the ice this season. You can catch thrilling hockey moments all season long on 102.5 The Bone. It's all brought to you by Central Florida Behavioral Health Network. This hour of Senning Show sponsored by Trajan Wealth. Retirement planning built on trust.
102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. It's time for John's Choice with your host, John Senning.
A little girl in our neighborhood.
Freshly coined Mud on the Tires Monday. It is the counterpart to being in the mix, all country. And for some reason, this is the song I think of. This is Senning Show. I'm John Senning. For some reason, when I think of a country song that I know Drew Garabo does not hate, this is the one that comes to mind, and Drew Garabo joins the program. Oh, sorry, there's a lot of buttons over here.
Hi, it's one of them, yeah, because it was on the radio when I came up, along with the Oak Ridge Boys, Elvira, an Alabama song, and anything by Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton.
You'll hate this.
Thank you.
You'll hate what I'm about to tell you. Don't ask me how, because I know lots of other John Anderson songs, Straight Tequila Night, Seminole Wind, all of that. I saw Uncle Kracker perform this, and it was a cover, and I didn't know it was a cover. I saw him perform this as a cover in Ocala years ago, and I'm like, dude, I got to find that song, this unreleased Uncle Kracker song, only to find out that it was not his at all.
I tell you, man, coming in, hearing you on the radio, first of all, was just great. A, because I like hearing you on the radio. B, I don't know if you noticed, there ain't jack crap in the news today, and to think about doing a 6-hour radio show and there's nothing in the news, very daunting.
I said it at the beginning of the program. You're not pressured into it. Nobody has a gun to your head. There are things we could do, but your commitment to live radio and ability to fire off 6-7 hours of radio at a time, even if it means crossing a bridge halfway through it, to do so is commendable, and I thank you very much.
Oh, dude, an honor, and I'm glad you're back, and I'm hoping for good things for you guys. That crossing the bridge in the middle of a broadcast was insane.
How was I'm sure you want to save some stuff for 4 o'clock. How was the GMF?
Great.
Did you see the Jizza?
No.
Okay.
There were a few hiccups.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that happens.
Yeah.
That happens.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with our end. Heather was amazing while everybody was gone. It was just we were set up in a very unique location.
Was it loud? Was it a sound issue?
No, we couldn't hear anything from the stage, even if it was.
Okay.
And our audio and our broadcast went well. We didn't have any passes to get in, so I couldn't have seen Jizza if I'd wanted to. Yeah. It was a very interesting event.
Okay. I was not briefed on any of this. No further. No further questions.
It was something. But the good news is, just like you, I had sushi on Friday night and it was amazing.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yes,
Yeah.
You heard my. That was. I knew it would be funny and it would be a thing to tell Danielle, but until I really started and even remembering things, off the rails really doesn't do it justice for the way that I've been eating since Thursday night.
So
Thursday morning.
I look at it this way. You're not going to go on temporary medication to help you get through all this stuff. Food is definitely medicine and therapy when you're coping with what you're coping with.
Well, and I think the thing was, too, is I kind of touched on it that obviously wanted to be Pat Maroon in the weight loss challenge, did. And then it was like, all right, get to the cruise, with the foot on the gas of the way I'd been eating and hitting the gym. So then once I realized that wasn't happening, it was kind of like, all right, well, let's eat all those things that you haven't been eating since the beginning of the year. And what do you know? It just happened to be every single one of them in the span of 4 days.
What was the consistency of the ice cream when it arrived? Because I heard you and Danielle talking about it. Was it still rock solid?
It was solid, but I will tell you it went into the freezer for probably about an hour.
Okay.
So I will say that I don't know for a fact, but it seemed like it got there crazy quick. Like I remember them showing up and me being like, it was maybe 15 minutes from when I put it in to when it showed up at the front door.
Okay.
So that was good. And then that brownie. That brownie was nice, too.
They make a nice brownie.
Yeah, and I've just gone down this chocolate milk vortex the last couple nights, too. I got it. Yeah, it's over now.
Okay.
We had a good run. Things are going to happen as they will in my life, but I can't send myself to an early grave just dealing with stuff.
I needed a little clarification. So on Friday, you had Violet. You had a Philly cheesesteak and pizza from Violet Stone. And then you had
Thursday.
McDonald's?
No. Thursday. My mom got into town.
Yeah.
As soon as my mom got into town.
Right.
And my mom's a sucker for Mickey D's. Like we would go to Mickey D. And I also, well, I'll say it. We just used to go to Mickey D's growing up. Like we'd go. And so I was like, it would be nice to go with my mom to Mickey D's and sit in the Mickey D's. Like I can't tell you that I have not went into a McDonald's and sat down inside a McDonald's in 10 plus years. Just an observation, and we don't have to dwell on it too much. They don't want you inside the McDonald's anymore.
Oh.
They do not. It is very abundantly clear that they are not trying to have people sit inside the McDonald's and eat anymore.
Really?
It was, you talk about stress-inducing the vibe inside the McDonald's. Well, first of all, I know the answer is not in forever, but you used to go into a McDonald's and there'd be like the big giant board and there's the big giant counter and there's like 4 different registers and you got a bunch of people checking you out and it's also an open kitchen so you can see back to what's going on. Well, the new design is there's a cubby hole about as big as this board with one person there and they don't really want you to order from that person. You can't see into the kitchen anymore. It's just a concrete wall because that person who's taking orders is also working in the back. So that person is there sporadically, and they want you to order from the kiosks. But the kiosks were down. The kiosks were not working. So it was high stress.
Yeah.
They were yelling at each other. There was a dude that ordered before us that was losing his mind. We probably waited 15 minutes at the table before our food came out. Like it was the whole nostalgic thing of wanting to eat inside of the McDonald's went away very quickly once you realized they have the booth, they have the tables, but they would much rather that you went through the drive-thru, it seems.
Did you do your 2 double cheeseburgers, fries? What'd you do?
I did a quarter pounder.
Okay.
I did a quarter pounder, and then we shared a 6-piece chicken nugget, and we each had fries. And then my mom, it was her great idea. She goes, well, wouldn't it be nice to have a shake to dip your fries in? So we did that.
Strawberry?
It was chocolate. So we did that, and then it was pretty much off to the races. Gorging myself for days on end.
Good for you, buddy. I love to hear it.
Yeah, we made it. What else did I want to ask you about? So many different.
Just call Mo event yesterday.
Oh yeah, the just call. Yeah, that'll tie into to some of the questions that I have.
Oh, good.
How was that event? I loved seeing. Now you showed up in full golfing garb, and I believe you even brought your clubs.
I did. My 7-iron. Yeah.
Okay. You brought the 7-iron
and my putter.
Now, was that because of how serious you were taking it, or was that like a like a role play situation for the mini Masters, which was held at the Congo River on I Drive, I believe.
Beautiful Congo River. The greens were rolling great. Yeah, it was a cosplay kind of thing.
Okay.
And I wasn't the only one. There were a lot of other dudes there who wore like full on golf garb. No one with shoes like I did, and no one had their rangefinder. But yeah, it was great.
Anybody? So I saw Daniel of Tom and Dan. Were there anybody else? Any luminaries you bumped into?
Angel from the Monsters does a great job. Ross, who used to be on their, I think the Jim Colbert show, but then budget cuts. He hosted the event. And, of course, Mo's guy, John, and Just Call Mo. And some old Real Radio listeners, some of whom were playing with me. And I'm like, what was your least favorite show ever on Real Radio? Praying they would say me, but they didn't.
I do think it's, you're in Tampa. Tampa is your home. But I do love seeing that you go to those events out in Orlando because I think, obviously, your name is still holds some weight in Orlando.
Blows me away. And the best part of it is I get to go see my mom and dad beforehand. So
yeah, it is crazy. I know we talked about it before, and I'm just talking out of my ass right now. Real Radio, it's a radio station in Orlando where you spent many, many years. I don't know why, and there's money and reasons, why they don't just pick some random station and put the bone on and simulcast it in Orlando.
We would crush them. Mike Calta would crush the Monsters. Yeah. You and JP would crush the News Junkie. I would crush Jim Colbert. I don't get it.
It just feels like it would be prime. Especially, I feel like after, like if people knew that they had an alternative to listen to the prodigal son of Orlando, Drew Garabo in Orlando. I feel like you do a great job of peppering in Orlando content. Obviously, you're a Magic fan and all that. I think that show, even if you did just your show on, I don't know who's out there. What's the station? DBO? Whatever that station is. Just if they just did your show, knowing how long you were in Orlando, it feels like it's a missed opportunity.
That'd be cool. But they did a great job with the tournament. We played about 12, 13 holes and then headed back to town because I was DVRing the Masters and I didn't want anything spoiled.
You did that.
Yeah.
So you watched it. What time did you get home to watch the Masters?
7.
Oh, my God.
I know.
Dude, that is something you can do that I cannot. Maybe if there's something insane, like maybe a WrestleMania or something, but something about like recording and then rewatching live sports, it's like my mind can't invest in it because I know everybody already knows what happened, but you're very good at that.
Well, thank you. This one was kind of special because Sarah had money on Rory. I had money on Rory in a parlay, and then Ben Ruda put us in this Masters pool for $50 each, grand prize $1,800, and we had Scotty and a couple of other golfers, so we didn't want to know anything that happened until we could watch it all unfold. So we stayed spoiler-free, got home, pressed play, and watched the whole last round till like 8:30, 9 o'clock.
And got to fast forward to the commercials.
Yeah, and all the looking for the balls and crap.
Did you hear any of Danielle talking about her experience watching the end of the Masters?
No.
Oh, she was just confused by many different things, which she was poking fun / making fun of the old weird room that they go into.
Butler cabin?
I believe she said it looked like it was from 1993 and it was weird. It was a weird room.
It's from the 1920s.
I've seen a lot of people, and I'll have more questions, but I've seen a lot of people, and I'll be curious your thoughts. You probably touched on it on the program, like saying that the Masters, not jumping the shark, but that they're like oversaturating and trying to kind of become something that they're not. There's that picture of Jason Kelsey and McAfee and Burt Kreischer that kind of pissed everybody off, and then I guess, are they like can you like get these big boxes of like the Masters food sent to your house or something?
Oh, I didn't know that.
I've just seen people talking about this thing that used to be super elite and kind of hard to access. They're coming up with more ways for the average person to either feel connected or get their hands on Masters stuff. Is that is that out of line, or is that just curmudgeon old people having a problem with stuff?
I think a little of both. I love the traditions. I think sometimes in 2026 it might be a little silly, but what a beautiful hallowed golf course. Sacred.
Yeah, how about those mud balls though?
Mud balls.
Oh, I thought I was going to say something that was going to impress you.
Oh, wait, you mean a ball like with mud on it?
I guess it was. Who's the guy that got in trouble for dragging the cop?
Oh, Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah. He was doing an interview, and I guess like speaking out against anything regarding the grounds is frowned upon. And he was talking about mud balls, which I think is just when a ball hits and it sticks into the ground because it's a little muddy. Yeah. And people were like, "Oh, I can't believe he did that."
It did seem rather odd. I know that especially former champions, it is taboo for them to speak out honestly about the course conditions, which is crazy.
And the other thing and I saw people asking the question, which I think I got the answer to. So Rory won it last year. So normally the winner of the year before would put the jacket on him. Who put the jacket on him? Masterman? Like the guy, like the ceremony?
Yeah, probably the head of the Masters.
Yeah, and
then
master. And then secondly, is it the same jacket? That was her other question, is does he get another jacket, or did they just put a jacket that was already his jacket on him?
I think every year you don't get the real jacket when you win. You just get like a ceremonial jacket, and then they give you your real jacket. But that's a really good question she asked. Well, the TV coverage was terrible. I know they're taking a beating in the press. If your job as a cameraman is to find the ball and you can't find the ball, what are you doing?
There was a bunch of stuff. Like I saw some big moment where I think it involved Rory on Saturday where he did something crazy, and you can show them like just showing nothingness or the leaderboard, and you hear the crowd going crazy. And then I guess, I don't know if it's just against general practice, but they would normally say, well, this happened a moment ago. But then I guess they started showing what had clearly happened a moment ago and tried to sell it off as happening live. So I did see some people coming for the coverage as well.
Yeah, terrible.
My last Masters related thing, because this is what caught my eye, I think on Saturday or Sunday morning, Sergio Garcia, golf fans calling out former Masters champion Sergio Garcia to be banned for life after his furious meltdown at Augusta National on Sunday. Yeah. And everything I was reading was saying that people thought he was wasted, that he had been drinking. Now, this is a guy who has won the Masters before, but now is considered a live golfer, and he was just losing his mind. I guess at one point he grabbed the dude that he was golfing with bag and started carrying it, which was very bizarre. And then he beat the hell out of a cooler with his club and broke it, and he was just acting very bizarre.
Yeah, I think the worst thing he did for the Masters fans is after an errant drive, he took his driver and slammed it into the tee box. Yeah. So the grass was like he made dirt tracks and then smashed his driver. And then I happen to think he might have been impaired because no golfer is ever going to pick up another golfer's bag and start walking with it.
Yeah, it was just a weird, like I didn't understand why he would do it, but it also just feels like a weird thing to do.
Yeah, I love that there's been a lot more talk about this year's Masters for some reason than there have in years past. Seems like a lot more eyes were on the product.
Yeah, oh yeah, in another bizarre extension to his antics, he wandered off with John Rahm's, is it John Rahm?
Yeah.
John Rahm's golf bag.
Man, these live golfers, I'll tell you what, they did not do well this year. And I think it's because they are not competing against the world's best every week. They're all competing against each other. And I think the level of competition on that tour is really affected when they go up against the PGA stars.
Yeah, I was reading something, or maybe it was a video package I watched about, and I don't know who can do this and who can't, but it was about Rory. And I think he lives down in Jupiter or somewhere down south, and how it was commonplace for him to take his daughter to school, hop on a private jet, go up to Augusta, play around, and then be back home in time to pick up his daughter from school. Which,
what a life.
You know, but did he almost melt down?
It was close, and when he got to the last hole, he hit his drive in the woods. On Saturday, I thought he had lost the tournament because he put it in the water, I think at 11 or 12.
Yeah, it was. I was paying rough attention, and it was kind of like he was melting down, and the next thing you know, I saw he won.
It's a great win.
John's Joints brought to you by Bubble Down Car Wash. Really just the greatest car wash in the whole wide world.
Can make it?
No. They've got long wash tunnels, spacious vacuums, the amazing staff always looking out for you with anything that you need. But that unlimited membership plan is a real special treat, especially these days with the pollen. A lot of things in Florida, whether it's birds, bugs, maybe you're going to the beach a lot, you got sand, you want to be able to go right back through. With the unlimited membership plan, you can do just that. They have locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, Palm Harbor, Spring Hill, and their newest location with many more coming, I promise you that, in South Tampa on Southdale, Mabry. Get in there today, and you will have the cleanest car in town every time you bull down. I was trying to figure out exactly where this stands. I was saying before we went to break, with all of this stuff going on over in the Middle East.
Yep, Middle East.
Why did that seem like a wrong thing to say? It can change. Like the show starts and it's like, oh, we're doing this, and then in 2 hours it's different. The U.S. military blockade of all Iran's ports and coastal areas came into effect at 10 a.m. Eastern time. According to the U.S. military, it will allow ships to transit the Strait of Hormuz if traveling between non-Iranian ports. President Donald Trump has said earlier the U.S. Navy would prevent ships from passing through the key waterway. Iran's armed forces now saying that the U.S. is guilty of piracy and said that the country's ports are either for everyone or for no one. After things mellowed out a little bit after the ceasefire, the price of oil climbed again overnight to well above $100 a barrel, and stocks fell as traffic through the strait, which is a crucial global trade route, was effectively put at a standstill. And Trump says that the ceasefire is holding well, but I don't care, his quote, whether Iran continues to negotiate or not.
This is one awful mess, and I don't know the way out of this, man. Either we withdraw and just go, okay, we're going to let them build nukes, or he goes full bore and starts blowing things up again.
I have seen, and nobody said anything about this through all of this, that this was the plan, and he definitely did. But now, like, because things are so rough in this strait, they're insinuating that more people are going to be getting their oil from America, and specifically the Gulf of Mexico, Gulf of America, whichever one you so choose to say, and that will include a lot of the Venezuelan oil that we, like, almost like that was the plan. And I don't know enough to say that it was or it wasn't,
right.
But I would say any sign of good news or that this had even a touch of thoughtfulness to it would be taken as a good thing.
Yeah, I think this coming to a peaceful resolution with no more loss of civilian life and we don't blow up their desalinization plants, I think that's a win for everybody in humanity.
And, man, Donnie T he's just every day. I mean, it's always every day, but it just seems like the things are getting bigger. President Trump refused to apologize earlier today to the Pope amid their public fight over the U.S.-Iran war, with the commander-in-chief claiming the leader of the Roman Catholic Church had said things that were wrong. He was very much against what I'm doing with regard to Iran, and you cannot have a nuke in Iran. Pope Leo would not be happy with the result. Iran wants... they want to exterminate the world. We're not going to let that happen. That is in addition to the Jesus photo.
Well, he was clearly a doctor, John. I mean, that didn't look like Jesus at all to me.
He also addressed the since-deleted image he posted on True Social that appeared to depict him as Jesus, claiming, "I thought it was just me as a doctor. Only the fake news could come up with that." You know, the interesting, weird thing about the photo is clearly Jesus. But so I don't know if you saw this. It was posted initially by somebody else. It was just a meme. Somebody posted it, and they took it and posted it. But when they posted it, they seemed to change. There were soldiers walking like in the clouds behind him, and they seemed to change that to turn it into some sort of like demon devil creature walking in the back, which is just, if you're going to post it, crazy in the first place. But then to have as much thought to go and turn the soldier into a demon or a devil, kind of weird.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what those were supposed to be up in the clouds there, because I thought one looked like a soldier, but that thing in the middle, it's very satanic.
Very demon-like. I haven't heard this yet. Hold on. I sent myself the audio in one of the last commercial breaks. So did they really, what am I missing here? And that there was a DoorDash delivery driver that went to, was this like DoorDash Appreciation Day? Like, obviously you can't walk up to the door.
No, she was there because of the No Tax on Tips initiative to say that it helped her pay for her husband's cancer treatment. And then
I think I have that. I have whatever happens next.
That's great.
The image is a woman knocking on the Oval Office door with 2 large bags of McDonald's, and Donald Trump is answering the door.
Nice to meet you. I remember DoorDash for you, Mr. President.
She said no contact.
This doesn't look staged, does it?
They're all your favorites.
That's good. These are good. DoorDash is doing a good job. So, the reason for this is the fact that I heard you picked up an extra $11,000 that you didn't get because the tax bill was so big. The refund was the biggest you've ever had. Is that a correct statement?
It definitely was. Yeah. I saved over $11,000 by not having to claim.
Was that surprising to you?
It was very surprising.
So, and then I guess it's a longer clip, but he says, "I think you voted for me," and she says, "Maybe."
Yeah, and then he asked her about women's sport. Do you see that too?
No, hold on, let me see if it's in here.
It's pretty amazing.
Yes, it is.
You're really nice. Would you like to do a little news conference one day with these people? These are not the nicest people. They're not nice like you. You know that, right?
I'll do whatever you ask me to do, sir.
So the no tax on tips is something special.
What did he say about the women's sports?
So he's addressing everyone there, and he says, "You don't agree with men and women's sports, do you?" And she goes, "Oh, I don't really have an opinion on that. I'm just here to talk about no tax on tips." He's like, "Well, I think I know how you really feel on that."
Hormones straight and various other things. Do you have any questions?
Mr. President, did you post that picture of yourself depicted as Jesus Christ?
Well, it wasn't depicted. It was me. I did post it, and I thought it was me as a doctor, and had to do with Red Cross as a Red Cross worker there, which we support. And only the fake news could come up with that one. So I just heard.
What a time.
I have so many Trump supporters on my Facebook feed saying that they could not stand what he did. So it's not just the fake news. There's a lot of his supporters who are saying this is blasphemous and a step too far.
Well, it's just it's a theme. I think maybe if everything is going great, you get a little more wiggle room. But when you feel like all of the things that you thought were important when you voted are not being, held to that standard, and then you start doing this, you get a little less wiggle room.
Your dad, backing off the Trump support surprised me. My baby mama's sister is no longer MAGA.
Yeah,
and she made her dad look like a lib.
Yeah, it's really interesting, man, because I don't think that people should be doing anything to find a way. I don't even mean what I like. How do you vocalize those things that we're talking about right now in a way that can be some form of unifying? Because I think the majority, at least what you see online, is, well, you made this bed, you're an idiot, you're dumb enough to get duped. And I saw a guy who I believe is from Tampa, and I think he's actually a local business owner that we met with a couple years ago to do some stuff with, and he sits down in front of the camera and he says, it was just like this admission. He said, you know what? I thought this was a guy who wasn't in politics. Things would be different. I didn't want to see our country go into war. I wanted to see people on the Epstein list be held accountable. And I believed that's what he was going to do. And that's not what's happening. And because of that, I don't support this. You know what I mean? Like, just the way, not that it needs to be a big grandiose gesture. And a lot of these people, you can go back. You know what I mean? Like, not everybody lives and dies by, if I say I dislike something now, I can't support something later. But with all of that we're talking about, it's like, what is the right tone that people want to hear if you're willing and able to say, I can't support this guy the way that I was anymore?
I think I saw someone say it best. They outlined exactly what you said, and they said, I still think he's a better president than Kamala Harris would be. Yeah. But these things are problematic. And then it's up to the other side to go, I hear you. I felt this same way the whole time. Let's unify in our disdain for what's happening right now.
I was talking to my dad over the weekend, and I mean this, and what I said to him was, nothing means anything to anybody anymore. And if Kamala Harris had been voted president and she went to war with Iran, everything would just be flipped on its head. Half of the country that obviously hates the war plus would be saying we had to do this to liberate these people. And the people who are trying to find a way to support this war would be saying we knew this would happen. Of course she did this. So I don't really know that anybody actually stands for anything anymore. They just stand for not backing down to people that disagree with them.
And people see being open-minded as weakness, and it is not. It is the opposite of that. It is listening to opposing points of view and realizing you might have been wrong in the past.
Yeah, don't be a panicking. That's what everybody that's what they like to call you if you say anything bad against
that's right.
Against the president. Don't go anywhere. The homie Dylan Catrone, I saw they had their first show last night, I think somewhere, maybe down south with Surfer Girl.
Awesome. How about the Little Stranger tour?
Oh, did they announce that today?
Tropidelic, Little Stranger, Jar of Damn Skippy.
Where are they coming here?
Pensacola is the closest.
That's an interesting thing. I think because of Rise Up, we get, same with these guys, I think we get, not visited because they're doing that. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, I got to touch on this local boating story, which was just a nightmare of a tale for anybody. I think it could happen more likely to casual boaters than you'd like to think. And I'm not saying that the Artemis moon visit was fake.
But
there's the lady, have you seen the video of the astronaut lady talking about her experience in space? Well, it has led people to say, clearly this woman did not actually go to space. I'll play you the audio and we'll work through it next on more Senning Show. Keep it locked to John's Joints.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Beyond Roosevelt Boulevard, earlier multi-vehicle crash on 275 South, right lane blockage here. FHP on the scene. Also in Pinellas, that planned construction 275 South off-ramp to 54th Avenue, so that ramp both off and on is closed. In Hillsborough, crash Dr. King westbound at Rome Avenue with the left lane blocked. Emergency crew on the scene of an accident in Manatee County, Cortez Road westbound beyond US 41. This is Eric with traffic.
A man hit on his way to work filed a $10,000 claim. Denied. After 5 surgeries, Farah and Farah fought for him and won a $2.2 million verdict. Let them cook, Tampa. Transform your backyard with a black aluminum fence from Fence Outlet. For only $125 a month, that's less than $5 a day. Fence Outlet will install a 120-foot aluminum fence that turns any yard into your own oasis. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C-10252.
I want you to take a moment and think of one thing that you really wanted to do recently, but you didn't because your foot, leg, or back pain got in the way. Hi, it's Dan from the Good Feet store. Well, you're not alone. We hear it all the time. Folks fed up with living with the pain that's been keeping them from doing what they love, looking to us for a solution. That's why we're here, to help you get back out there. Good Feet arch supports from the Good Feet store are designed to alleviate, even eliminate, foot, knee, hip, and back pain. Plus, provide improved balance, more comfort, and, well, a better life. Let us show you how we can help turn your pain into possibilities with a free fitting at the Good Feet store. You'll be personally fit by an arch support specialist. You'll walk around, see how they feel. Then you decide if they're right for you before you buy. With over 200 stores, there's likely one just a hop, skip, and a you-know-what from you. Find yours at goodfeet.com.
Stop by any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota today, or visit us at goodfeet.com.
Spring is here, and it's time to level up at Crown Honda. The Honda Spring event is on, and the savings are in full bloom. Ready for an upgrade? Put a spring in your step with a new Honda Civic LX, just $169 per month, or a new Honda Accord LX, just $217 per month. Don't wait. Drive home your Honda today. Online at crownhonda.com. The better way to buy and service. Call 800-722-6439 for complete details.
Meet Naomi. She worries a lot about balance. Balancing her time between vet school and working at the vet clinic, balancing her social life when she has time for it, and of course, balancing her finances. So she banks with Mid-Florida, a local credit union who employs local Floridians, just like you, to help keep her budget on track and on balance. And those financial worries, looks like they've fallen off the scale completely. Mid-Florida, your life, your money, your credit union. Mid-Florida Credit Union, insured by NCUA.
AutoNation Toyota Pinellas Park knows that the joy of having a car is in the going. That's why we have prices you can trust on an incredible selection of your favorite new Toyota models. Camry, Corolla, RAV4, Tacoma, Tundras, and more. Plus all your favorite pre-owned cars and trucks. We even offer exceptional service done by our expert techs. No wonder people come from St. Petersburg, Clearwater, Tampa, Largo, Seminole, and Gulfport. So go to AutoNation Toyota Pinellas Park now. Less stress, more go.
Your insurance agent should know more than just your name. After all, you're trusting them with what matters most: your family, your company, your wealth. That's why at Italiano Insurance, we're so proud of our local involvement. And with over 60 years of supporting local charities in Tampa Bay, we can truly say we know this community and its people. That's the Italiano Insurance way. Join us and become one of the familiar faces. Find us at ItalianoInsurance.com. That's ItalianoInsurance.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Don't miss out on IDC's biggest ever spring store-wide sale. 3 explosive days. April 24th, 25th, and 26th. Up to 30% off. Rings, earrings, bracelets, bands. Thousands of engagement ring mountings on sale. Killer deals on natural and lab-grown diamonds. Top jewelry designers are here with sale prices on their entire collections. An expanded array of luxury pre-owned Rolexes. It's April 24th through 26th. IDC's biggest event ever. Up to 30% off or 36 months zero-interest financing. International Diamond Center. Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. See store for details.
What are you doing every day to support your liver? If you enjoy sweets, fast food, alcohol, or take any medications, that's a vital question to ask. Hi, I'm Sherry Torkas, pharmacist and health author. For over 30 years, I've helped people make informed decisions about their health, especially concerning prevention and long-term wellness. Supporting your liver isn't just a wellness trend, it's a daily essential. That's why I recommend Active Liver by New Nordic. It's made with plant-based ingredients like milk thistle, turmeric, and globe artichoke, herbs clinically studied for their protective and restorative effects on the liver. Active Liver blends traditional herbal wisdom with modern scientific research. Not all supplements are created equal. I trust Active Liver because it's backed by science, meets strict quality standards, and delivers true daily liver support.
Active Liver is available online at Amazon or NewNordicUSA.com, or you can find it in stores at CVS, Meijer Grocery, Wegmans, and now Active Liver is available at your local GNC.
New Metal is back. Elysian Space Dust IPA presents New Metal Mayhem, Friday, April 24th at Janice Live. Throw it back to the loudest, angriest era featuring Crawling, Got the Life, and Nookie tributes. $10.25 tickets on sale now at JaniceLive.com or win them from theboneonline.com. New Metal Mayhem. You'll scream every word.
Being in a crash, don't let the system scare you. We make it simple. Farah and Farah.
Tampa. Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
SunToyota.com. Meteorologist Jim Weber to Sky Tower Weather Center. Partly cloudy skies for today. It's a warm, dry afternoon. We'll see those daytime highs climbing into the upper 80s here in Tampa, 87 degrees. Then for tonight, mainly clear skies, a mild night, low temperature down to 65. Same thing continues into Tuesday, partly cloudy, warm temperatures, high temperature, and here in Tampa, right back up to 87.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
There's no combination of words I could put on the back of a postcard. No song that I could sing, but I can try for your heart. Our dreams, and they are made out of real.
Welcome back to Senning Show. I am John Senning. Welcome back to all of those who have been on the high seas for the past few days. He is Drew Garabo. Drew Garabo Live is headed your way in about 20 minutes.
Yep. Like it or not.
So, I saw this video and I had to try and figure out, first of all, if it was real, because I know there's just something, lump it in with the flat earth conversation. Like, there's almost people that as soon as you start talking about the moon or anything pertaining to the moon, it opens up this just debate about we never went, we never have gone, all of those different things. So I tried to do a little bit of due diligence when it comes to this video, because it's just weird. So Christina Koch, she is the female astronaut that was on this Artemis 2 mission. And I guess they did I don't know what you'd call it, some sort of debriefing, press conference, some version of it. And undeniably, the way that it's positioned to the people who feel that all of this was a ruse. Like, right. I've gone down the rabbit hole of people who were tracking these flights around the time that the pod re-entered, where they said there are these NASA planes flying that are known for like test, because they do like test runs to make sure that these pods will land right and that the parachutes will use or will open properly. And they said there was 2 of those flying right around the area when the pod, all of this craziness. And then I see this press conference debriefing with the lady astronaut. And something happens here. Could she just be caught up in the moment? Did she, she's an astronaut, not a public speaker. But something happens here that has led people to say, well, this lady clearly forgot her lines, or she did not know where to go or what to say because she didn't actually go to the moon. You tell me.
So when we saw Tiny Earth, people asked our crew what impressions we had. And honestly, what struck me wasn't necessarily just Earth, it was all the blackness around it. Earth was just this lifeboat hanging undisturbingly in the universe.
I didn't press pause. She's like just looking off into space like she doesn't know what to say.
Uh-oh. So...
She lose her script?
I may have not learned, I know I haven't learned, everything that this journey has yet to teach me. But there's one new thing I know, and that is planet Earth, you are a crew. Thank you.
I didn't even get what that meant.
Duval, you to one.
I didn't even
Yeah, what
understand.
is planet Earth? You are a crew?
You are a crew. I don't know. I mean, it was obviously shared on Twitter with the caption, someone forgot the script. This lady did not go to the moon. Could just be she was having a moment. I guess at this point, is it just to impress the rest of the world and let everybody know that we have, if you wanted to believe that we're faking all of this stuff, which I do not believe. But like, is that the benefit, that you just want people to know that we're super advanced in America and we can send people up to the moon at any moment?
Yeah, I think the 50s and the 60s launched that with the space race, us versus the Soviets and the rest of the world, which did we actually go then? I don't know. I wasn't there. And it carries through to this day. I think we have to prove our technological superiority to everyone else on Earth.
Do you know about the mirror reflectors on the moon? Do you know about this?
Mirror reflectors?
Yeah. So I went down a bit of a rabbit hole over the weekend of people not believing that we went to the moon and all of that. And the biggest argument for that we've been there in some form or fashion are these reflectors, these retro reflectors that we installed on the moon that supposedly they claim if you had the right laser in the right telescope in the right coordinates, you can shine this laser on the moon that will then refract and reflect off of, they're perfectly spaced so that you can reflect off this one. So then it bounces off of that and bounces off this. And it's supposedly a thing. Specialized mirrors were placed on the lunar surface during Apollo 11, 14, and 15 to be able to get precise moon distance measurements. And that's a big argument for people saying we definitely have been there in some form or fashion.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know about it either until about 2 days ago.
I know that there is no American flag on the moon anymore.
Oh, did we take it? Did somebody take it?
That's what I heard. I think it was JP last week when someone was talking about it.
Took it down?
Man, somebody did.
Oh, because I've been up there with my binoculars looking for it for years and years.
Do you have a pair of binoculars?
I do. Oh yeah. Big. I use them daily, weekly.
Bird watching?
Well, yeah, I use them quite often.
Yeah, I needed a pair on Saturday as we were sitting out on the porch. We thought we saw some bald eagles across the pond, but they were stupid turkeys.
Did you hear me at all talking about where we stand with the cat currently?
Yes.
Dude, the cat is
yes, I did.
It's a yeah.
Any more thought to going over to the quote unquote owners?
No. The opposite. I don't think I've briefed you since then. I've totally checked out on that because I've also realized I don't think this cat has been home in at least weeks. Like this cat now, it was kind of gone at night. Now we have like these big cushy recliners right outside our door. And the last 3 nights, it's been sleeping in the recliner. It sleeps outside of Danielle's office every day. And it wants to get inside so bad. And the problem is we have not gotten the flea situation under control.
Oh.
We treated it and it didn't take. So we're trying to figure out how to not have this flea cat. That being said, he was in the house this morning. But I mean, his goal in life is to get into the house and get to the back bedroom. Like Thursday, my mom was there and she went and like laid down for a little bit Thursday afternoon. All of the doors in the house are closed. Nobody knows anything. And she gets up and she comes and sits on the couch and I'm kind of laying on the floor. And then I don't know where the hell he came from, but this cat had just been in the house all day long. So it's Yeah, it's an interesting kitty journey.
Do you do the flea treatment where you squirt it on his head and it's supposed to take care of that?
Well, there was about 2 days where it had no fleas, but it's still going out so much that I think we got to figure it out, because I think he's also fighting with the tomcats. In the neighborhood, so we're working through it. I mean, but he lives with us.
Yeah, I'm not. If you do this, he will become yours. Build like a little cat bed out like on the lanai, so that he can have a little thing to sleep in.
We were going to do, that was the crazy thing too. Last week he was, because he's got free reign of the lanai. He can come and go. So we've got chairs. We made him a bed up on a little bar stool because it seemed like he liked to be elevated. And then we found out last week he was going up on the roof. He was going onto the roof of the lanai and sleeping on, like I found him 3 nights in a row, completely curled up, passed out on the lanai. So I'm thinking maybe because of the coyotes or whatever, he just feels like he's got to be up there. So something changed to where he's now sleeping in the lanai. The other thing, dude, this cat is a killer. I legitimately, this morning, had to clean up a lizard graveyard in front of our door. He had 4. Dude, he gets them to where they're just maimed and tortured and barely hanging on by a breath, and then he just leaves them. Yep. Literally this morning, 4 lizards, all fighting for their life, just left right in front of the front door or back door.
He's leaving those for you.
I know, but still, it's
it's their way. He probably thinks you're going to eat them, because I think the barn cats do it with mice. Like I'll show up sometimes and like right where I sit down, there's like a dead mouse there. I'm like, guys, I appreciate it. Just have my steel cut oats.
Well, and I don't know how planned it is, but it's like the tail is gone.
Yeah.
Like all of the like sometimes the legs are gone. It's just like it's for this sweet little creature to just be a torturous, murderous little guy. Like he can just lay there and nap next to 4 lizards that are just suffering and dying.
I think they have a part of their brain that they can just shut off when they're not killing, because like when they're not killing, it can be so sweet and affectionate. But man, you get them in that killing mode, their eyes glow.
Yeah, this guy, he is hunt mode. Like if he's in there and he hears a bird, he starts doing this like he starts like chomping his mouth, and it's like his tail gets whipping around. Like he is a hunter.
Love it.
A family boating trip in St. Pete turned tragic this weekend after a 63-year-old man fell overboard. And, when I'm seeing the headline, I'm thinking of a million different ways this can happen. And this just really feels like it could happen to a lot of people. They're out boating, and a guy is sitting on the back of the boat. They're going about 10 miles per hour. I don't know if they're having beverages. Maybe the music's loud, whatever is happening. And this guy at some point fell off the back of the boat, and it sounds like it took him a little bit of time to realize that the guy had fallen off the boat. He had medical impairments and was wearing a life jacket when he initially got on the boat, but appeared to have taken it off before falling overboard. And tragically, they did locate the guy outside of Maximo Park, I believe, in the evening hours last Sunday, just before 3:30.
The very first person I knew who died was when I was 6 years old. My buddy Jeffrey Dalloway, his brother had broken his back, so he's in a brace, and they were out on a boat. Same thing happened. Everybody was paying attention up here. This dude was sitting on the back of the boat, fell right in, and they didn't even know.
We still hear about it to this day, but we used to go, like, plan trips around going skiing. We had a boat, and we would go up north and go skiing and stuff. And this one time, I don't know how it happened, my brother was the one skiing, and he's back there, and somehow we all just looked away at, like, the wrong time, and he fell. And like I said, we hear about it to this day because we were away. We were a bit away. Like, he was almost out of sight by the time we realized that he was gone. And he's at this point probably 10, 12 years old, losing his literally thought he was probably abandoned in the middle of a giant lake.
Because water skiing.
Water skiing. Water skiing,
good. I was thinking snow skiing, because snow skiing, man, that you can go off the side of a mountain.
He was behind the boat, and then something just happened, and it was at Torch Lake, which is, I think, one of the biggest lakes in Michigan. Might as well be an ocean. And we just looked back, and he wasn't there. And I just remember my parents freaking out. By the time we got back to him, he was screaming, crying, freaking out.
Oh,
yeah, but he's okay. Everybody's okay. But
you got to have a spotter back there.
Yeah,
you
really,
like, man down.
That was probably me. That was probably me. And I feel the need to touch on this because I think quats get a lot of run, a lot of good pub.
Yeah.
I think, what was it? Why did the Quat Festival?
Yeah.
It was canceled.
Yeah, because of the
weather.
Cold.
Yeah.
You don't want frozen kumquats.
I did not know this was a thing.
What?
In an attempt to support the local economy and always looking for new tasty treats, it can't always become quat when you're looking for something good to pop in your mouth. As grocery prices remain high, some Pasco residents are looking for ways to cut costs by growing their own food. At a community garden in the city, volunteers grow a variety of food, and one of them is the loquat.
Oh, yeah. My parents had a loquat
You
tree.
know what it is? I was really hoping to be able to introduce you to a fruit you'd never heard of before.
No, unfortunately, my parents, I think, or our next-door neighbors had a loquat tree in their backyard.
I don't know why it's not more prevalent here. One of the most abundant local resources in the state of Florida is the loquat, a fruit related to apples and pears that is known because it grows so easily in the Florida climate.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever eaten one either. I don't know what it tastes like. Might taste like kumquat.
Yeah, I don't. You'd know. And just the fruit is also the focus of the annual Loquat Festival, which is going to take place Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Sims Park.
Low Cash playing?
No, they're playing another event that I think you'll be hearing about on this radio station. Did you know that?
No.
Oh, yeah. They're doing a big, I guess there's a new complex that opened up in Pinellas Park, and it's got a bunch of baseball fields and activity stuff, and they also want it to be a venue, and they're kicking it off. The first concert's going to be Low Cash.
Oh.
Look at that.
Quite the...
Organic.
Quite the convergence.
Who would have thought?
What about that Country Thunder Festival?
I know, dude.
Dude, I saw your Pinellas podcast boy talking about it today.
I don't know. I don't know how you book something this huge and then get the backing of major radio organizations and everything, and you didn't get the freaking permits. And now, I don't know if you saw, so the Audubon Society holds their annual conference at the Tradewinds, and they're straight up said, we're done. We're pulling out if you have this event. And that is just a few weeks away. I guess about a month away, May 8th, 9th, and 10th, I think.
Yeah, and Mark from Pinellas Podcast was saying that the tickets say no refunds.
No refund. And then, you're at the beach. That's great. But I did not know this. They're encouraging people not to go to the beach. They want everybody to park at the Trop, and they're going to be shuttling people to the beach. So that alone, I don't know. But Vinoy is being talked about. The Trop is being talked about. If I'm flying from up north and I thought I was going to be seeing a Toes in the Sand on the beach concert, and then you tell me it's at Tropicana Field, I don't think that's the ticket that I paid for.
No, and I heard you and Danielle talking about Bieber at Coachella.
Yeah.
That's a weird move, dude.
The thing about it is I don't think, it wasn't the whole thing. He did so much stuff where he performed it.
Yeah.
He just had this little montage where he sat down at the computer and started playing some of his old songs. I mean, it was weird. I didn't realize people were going to lose their mind the way that they are now, but...
Yeah, the weird part to me was he's watching YouTube videos.
Yeah, he
got him.
He brought up the D's nuts. He brought up the D's nuts meme and all of that. It was definitely it was interesting.
Yeah, and Sabrina Carpenter going off against the Palestinian.
Yeah.
You have to know everything if you're famous,
You don't know what you don't know. Drew, thank you for everything. I deeply, truly appreciate you.
Of course.
And it's good to be reunited. We'll be back live tomorrow at 1 p.m. for a Tuesday edition of Senning Show. Diz, we'll be back. I hope so. I think you made it off the boat safely.
Good.
And, all is well. Don't go anywhere. Drew Garabo Live is headed your way in moments. Have a great night. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Danielle.
I can't sleep, I can't hold still. The only thing I really know is she got sex appeal. I can feel too much is never enough.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Here's your chance to cash in on the Bone Bonus 2026.
You don't know how much I need this money.
The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Listen to The Bone for your chance to win $1,000 at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 5 p.m. every weekday.
Money.
The Bone Bonus starts Monday, April 20th at 8 a.m. Sponsored by Farrah & Farrah, Tampa's accident attorneys, farrahandfarrah.com. The Bone Bonus is back. Keep listening for your chances to win. 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
We've got a crash headed toward Oldsmar. Tampa Road eastbound at East Lake Woodlands Parkway. Right lane closure at last check. 275 south at Ashley Drive in Tampa. Off-ramp right lane blockage. Earlier incident. Still cleaning up that crash. 275 south in Pinellas beyond Roosevelt. Should be shoulder blockage now. FHP still on the scene. This is Eric with traffic.
Right now at Bob's Carpet and Flooring, get 3 rooms of carpet fully installed starting at just $9.99. That's carpet, pad, and installation. They're more than just carpet. They've got laminate, hardwood, vinyl, and tile. Head on over to Bob's Carpet and Flooring, 17 Tampa area locations, or go to bobscarpetandflooring.com.
How do we respond to lowball offers from insurance companies?
With relentless litigation. For the justice you're entitled to after an accident, you know who to call.
Make it a Farah fight.
Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
Want a beautiful white vinyl fence but thought you couldn't afford it? For less than $5 a day, only $125 a month. Fence Outlet will install a 120-foot vinyl fence and transform your backyard. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C-10252.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
Meta World Peace. What's up, man?
Nah, that's not my name anymore, thanks to Hard Rock Bet.
We're doing this again, are we?
Now I go by Meta over rebounds, under assists, Meta the first basket, free throw, piece.
Huh, so you really can same-game parlay practically anything now on Hard Rock Bet.
It's the only place I play these days.
Download the Hard Rock Bet app and start playing today. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Come experience our award-winning service department. We service all makes and all models. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Right now, for a limited time, you'll get the best service offers we've ever had. Like a lube oil and filter change, just $14.95. Buy 3 tires, get 1 free. And if that's not enough, we price match the competition. Get $40 off any brake job, alignment, or battery, and our factory-trained technicians can have you in and out in less than an hour. Set your next service appointment at BrandonHonda.com. Call 813-280-0151 for complete details.
Hush, little baby, yes you can. Mama's gonna buy you a prepaid plan. And with that Florida prepaid plan, Mama's gonna send you to college land. And when you're free to pursue your dreams, Mama's gonna watch your future beam.
Save for their story today. Plans start at just $29 a month. Enroll by April 30th and get $50.
Because we have lawyers in all 50 states, I see lots of lawyers' ads. Most seem to be bragging on results, but are they true or misleading? For example, in some cases, a firm may try a case even though the